going on? I got milk on my beard there. Marcus, there's still coffee in there. Can you pour coffee into that white mug there, please, for me? Marcus, so I wasn't able to reply to your message because the SIM card on my phone died for some strange reason, and I can't send text messages, receive, send, get phone calls, voicemails, none of that. Thank you. Is that all of it?
No, there's still more.
All right, thank you. So, what's going on? Jimmy, how you doing this evening, sir? Rockstar in hand. So those of you guys who are here early will get this knowledge ahead of time. There's going to be a video tomorrow. I know. And not only is there going to be a video, it is going to be the longest video I've ever made. I had almost 3 hours worth of footage from the cook that I did on the Saturday before Super Bowl. So I cooked, well, early Saturday morning into Saturday afternoon, and I filmed a good portion of it, like a really good portion of it. It was like a 13-hour cook, and oh goodness, like I said, I had 3 hours worth of footage. I filmed a lot. D-Dub says, hey, yo, Dash, what's up? Blue Collar Millennial. He says, hey, all you beautiful people doing today? Or how all you beautiful people doing today? What up, Kent? How you doing? He says, hey, Dash. Yeah, Blue Collar Millennial. He said, a new video. Going to be a good day. Well, I sure hope so. I hope you, like, dedicate an hour and a half. It's almost an hour and a half of video. Yeah, an hour and a half. All of you guys, and I almost, the reason why, like, I normally have the videos done on Wednesday. Normally, I try to have them done on Wednesday. I had it primarily finished up, and there were some last minute edits that I made to it literally 15-20 minutes ago. And, like, this one, it's Wednesday. I started editing this one on Sunday. I literally edited it for a few days. It took me a few days to get to this point. But I am fairly happy with the edit. Of course, I could have trimmed it down and parsed it down more, but the whole point of this particular cook and what I did with this one was to really show you what it takes to do a long cook and multiple cooks and cook a lot of food. There's a lot going on, and you know, some people will get it and other people won't. Hold on, let me move the camera a little bit. Time to adjust. You said you have 3 in the can. You can't what? Oh, Jimmy? Oh, fine. He's 3 in the can. He said he can't believe it. He's got 3 in the can. Yeah, I know how that goes. I was there before. So when I was editing this video, and when I pulled all of the footage out, seriously, it was 2 hours and 51 minutes worth of footage, like raw footage, 2 hours and 51 minutes. And I looked at my timeline when I edited the video, and I was like, wow. What up, Dave? Dave, how did you like Sick Week, man? I was looking for you every now and again in the live streams during Sick Week, and I think I saw you a time or two, but I didn't get to say hey. Plus, you know how Sick Week comments, they be flying by, so you probably wouldn't have seen my comment anyway. Let's see. So Blue Collar Millennial says, I am excited for that kind of wanted the more in depth of what a big cook looks like. This was a big cook. So I'll give you guys a little bit of a spoiler alert. I cooked 4 briskets, 60 chicken wings, just about, 3 racks of ribs, 2 legs of lamb, a salmon fillet, 4 pieces of pork shoulder, And I think that was it. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I said 2 legs and lamb, right? Like I said, I feel like I'm forgetting something. I always feel like I'm forgetting something. Big Barbecue Mike, what's going on? How you doing? Mike Hall in the building. Hopefully everybody is doing well. So I was saying earlier, I didn't put out the notification that I was going to be cooking until, notification that I was going to be going live until late. I didn't, oh yeah. So Blue Collar Millennial, I did find chicken wings, and I have a funny story to tell about that when I got the chicken wings. So, I went into my local Sam's, and I am pretty cool with the meat manager. We're on a first name basis. So all right, there you go, Jimmy. He said, "Hey, if you haven't already, please, here's a reminder: hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it." So I go into Sam's, and I was in there early enough where I was able to get some chicken wings. They were limiting folks to 2 packs of chicken per piece of chicken. So you could get 2 packs of wings, 2 packs of legs, 2 packs of breast, 2 packs of leg quarters. It didn't matter. There was a 12-pack limit and a 2-pack per piece limit. So I go to the meat manager and I'm like, "Hey, I have this cook and I need 60 wings. I know that I can only get 2. Is there any way where I can get a 3rd pack of chicken wings?" And she said, "Well, you got to go ask that man over there in the vest." So I go over there and ask the man in the vest, right? Now, mind you, she gave me 2 packs of chicken. I went this far away. Bring the smoke. What's going on? Mike said not much, getting ready to go to Oregon for Monday. All right. So hold on. Let me show you how far away. So let's say my cart is here by the door for where the meat, like the meat department where they bring the food in and out, the meat in and out. This is how far I went away from my cart. I was like over here, and I'm talking to the guy in the vest, and I'm like, "Hey, sir, I have a small barbecue business, and is there any way where I can get a 3rd pack of chicken? Because the number of wings that I need for my order," and this is what I said. So I said the number of wings I have for my order is I need 60 wings, and there's only about 20 wings in each one of these packs. Can I get a 3rd pack? I'm like, I'm hoping I'm not asking for too much. He said, "Well, the problem is if I let you get a 3rd pack, then I have to get let that person get a 3rd pack, and this person gets a 3rd pack, and I said, "Okay, say less. I understand." So then he said, "But if you were to do 2 separate turns," I said, "Whoop." By the time I turned around from having that conversation, there was a guy taking the wings out of my cart and putting them into his cart in the store. In the store, dog. I'm like, "Yo, what are you doing? Put those back." He's like, "Oh, so sorry. Puts them back into my cart." He's like, I thought they were out for people to take." No, they weren't. You know the routine. You know the deal. These are one of the folks that are always up in the store first thing in the morning, waiting in line prior to the store opening. You know that's not the deal. You know that's not the routine. And he probably already went and got 2 packs of wings and was coming back to try to take 2 more. Nah, bro. I'm like, "You got the wrong one. You got the wrong one. Put my stuff back." So by the time I'm like fussing at him the entire time, I'm walking back over to my cart, right? I got people in the meat department cracking up. I mean, they are cracking up like, "Did the man just try to steal your chicken wings?" Yes, he did. I had another lady. She was like, "We in the store and they taking stuff out of people's carts. How you gonna take this stuff out of somebody else's cart?" Yo, they ruthless. What up, Quentin? Quentin, I did tell you that I did cook with the Italian dressing seasoning. The what is it? Olive Garden Italian dressing seasoning. What up, CJ? How you doing, man? Checking in from the West Coast. What? Sorry. John Grinnell, how you doing this evening? D-Dub says I found chicken wings and Smart and Final. 12 wings cost me $17. Jeez. Dude, these chicken wings were, best part, they were regular price. $2.48 a pound. So I ended up getting, they were 18, ended up being 18 wings in each pack. So they're even dropping down the number of wings they're putting in the pack. Sam's, I used to be reliably be able to get 21 wings in a pack. Now they're only giving you 18. So that being said, the packs of chicken wings were like 16, 17 bucks. And I had 18 wings. Quentin, Blake Yarborough, he says, hey y'all. All right, Quentin, I just want to make sure. Man, y'all prices out of control. We chilling here in Florida, Quentin. I'm gonna need you to read between the lines, Quentin. Read. Don't be talking about all prices, these prices. No, man, we don't do that. Yo, Dita, he tried to play real dumb. Like, come on, son. I'm like, you gotta find out, dog. Like, what are you doing? Like, yo, you got the wrong one. My man was like, oh, so sorry. Man, he put my wings back in my cart so fast. I was like, yo, what are you doing? Really? That's... So I was able to, back to my original statement, I was able to go out and put the wings into my into the car, and then I was able to come back inside, get another 2 packs of wings, and go home. So, yes, blue collar millennial. I ended up leaving with almost 80 chicken wings. So I have another pack of chicken wings in the refrigerator for us. So, yeah. Joey said the key to being famous first, then just people just give you free barbecue. Yeah. I'm not famous though. Are you famous, Joey? Do people give you free barbecue? Mike said looked at a pack of chicken wings and it was 18 bucks, but not a lot of wings. Yeah. Jimmy says my butcher ran an ad on Facebook Super Bowl Sunday, 5 pounds of wings for $30. It will be a while before he sees me. What? Butcher ran an ad on Facebook Super Bowl special, 5 pounds of wings for $30. That's like, what? Joey says, if I compliment them enough, they do. I give them something else. They give me barbecue. Yeah, look, Joey, bartering is a thing, man. $5 pounds of wings for $30. That's crazy. Or is it just me? That's like, exactly. I'm like, that's $6 a pound, and I was trying to do the math on how many wings come in a pound of. I'm like, man, like a medium size, you're gonna get like 2, maybe 3 wings per pound. That's why I'm like sitting there scratching my head, like, not only is it $6 a pound, but yo, you're getting like 2 wings, and that's raw, right? So let's for even numbers, say you get 3 wings per pound. That's $2 a wing raw. I'm charging $2.50 per wing cooked. Not even cooked. Smoked. Future webcam billionaire. He says, hey Dash, how's it going? It's going, man. It's going. Good to see you. Yo, Marcus said it's $4 a pound there. Yo, so let me tell you, Marcus will tell you, I sent him a text message. He's normally sending me text messages of the inexpensive beef he gets. And I sent him a text message of the chicken wings like, nee, look what I got. Bring the smoke. He says, how's everyone doing tonight? How you doing this evening? Thank you for joining us. Really appreciate you being here. Sorry, Taste Tester number 1 is doing the dishes right now.
I'm done. Okay. How about I make you popcorn as a constellation?
You know what? I will take popcorn. I will take popcorn. That's the type of day I'm having. I will take popcorn. Thank you. John said I bought the miscuts for $1.19 a pound for the family. They were pretty good. Some drums were cut short, but still good. Yeah. Marcus says, "Oh, good. Yo, use the brush. Use the brush."
What brush?
Remember last week? Marcus didn't forget. Marcus didn't forget. I was on the phone with Marcus, and Taste Tester #1 is doing the dishes, and I'm telling him how to wash something, do something, and he's just like, I'm like, yo, use the brush. He's just kind of doing this. Use the brush. He finally uses the brush and gets it clean. Yeah. Anyway, Victor, I don't know if you heard this. My cell phone is acting up. I don't know why or how. My SIM card decided to disintegrate. It pooped the bed. And that being said, I was unable to receive your phone call. I got a notification that I have a voicemail, but I can't get to my voicemail, unfortunately. So I was unable to hear your message and also was not able to call you back. So, and that's the reason why the notification was so late. Because yeah. Victor said it's already read between the lines time on the live. Just got done signing the paperwork for my new, to me, F350 crew cab 4x4 long bed automatic. Victor is very happy. Time to go home. Nice. What color is it, man? Come on, man. Tell us more. Mileage, dually, chocolate Capricorn. How you doing? She said, hello, strangers. Just thought I'd say hello. Well, hello to you, too. D-Dub says, so I got a request for a smoked pork shoulder, but they were going to get a yield of at least 12 pounds of pork, but I quoted $100. Was that out of line? Not really. You figure I'm charging, it's like, I mean, not doing the math, so you figure 10, 20, that is $10 a pound, or less than $10 a pound. No, that's not, huh? So it's $8 a pound, as the mathematician Taste Tester #1 that I said. I mean, I'm trying to think, because I charged $16 per pound for pork shoulder over the weekend, and that's up from $12. Like, I was charging $12 per pound for a long time. Then I bumped it up to $14 because the prices of pork went up a little bit. And then because the price of pork was still rising higher and higher, ended up going up to $16 per pound. But even at $15 per pound, like, I'm not hurting. So I had a order for 12 pounds of pork, and I charged $16 a pound for 12 pounds of pork. So yeah. Jeremy says, yo, what's up? How you doing, Jeremy? White. Oh, single rear wheel. All right, nice. Clint Sadash, are you using the shotgun mic you have in the description right below right now? No. So usually when I'm doing the live streams, and actually technically, no, this one doesn't have a mic input, but when I am doing the live streams, I usually use my headphones, my Bluetooth headphones, so that I can move around and just kind of talk normally. If I were to move across the room, I would have to, but I can show you that mic. Hold on one second. So this is the little shotgun mic, and it's the Booyah shotgun mic, and there's like an auto gain on it. It plugs right into the camera, and actually the video that I shot over the weekend, I did use that mic and that mic exclusively with the Sony RX100. This is not the RX100. This is the smaller brother or little cousin of the RX100. This is the point shoot style of camera. The RX100 is a little newer, and it has some more features to it. That's actually in my bag, like tucked away, in, you know. So I don't have that. Scoop my chair up. Don't have that readily available. But that microphone, I did use that microphone 100% to shoot the video that I did this weekend. And the audio, it turned out pretty good. There were a few points in the video where I was further away from the mic, and it just sounded a little echoey.
It fell from somewhere up there.
It should go in the busboy pan that's turned up, or just it should go in the. Does it have ears in there, or is that just an empty case?
It's like there's some in there.
Okay. It should go in that busboy pan that's turned upright. There's only one over there. Yeah, not bad for Quentin, dude. For $25, it is pretty fantastic, and it is more. It's said to be a omnidirectional. Or excuse me, it's said to be like a one-directional mic, but it's rather omnidirectional. So, and I know that I point the mic forward, you know, in the direction of the lens, but there were a few times. When I was holding the camera and speaking like directly down onto the mic, and it wasn't a problem. But that microphone does work. It does work. So it's a pretty good mic, especially like you said for $30. Hey, if you guys have not already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. All right, thank you very much, Quentin. I appreciate that. Make sure you check out some other, camera stuff while you're at it. Might as well. You're already there. And I appreciate you using the link. That'll, put $1 or $2 in my pocket. Jimmy's sending me pictures right now. I see there's a notification. Jimmy sent me a picture. Oh, all right, Jimmy. Hopefully it's a good picture. Thanks, Quentin. Unfortunately, it ain't that much money. I wish. I wish for sure. But it does add up. I mean, I'll be completely honest with you. Putting those, the links in the description for, seriously, if you guys are going to purchase things off of Amazon, check in the description of my videos and click one of those links and click through to Amazon, and I will get a little bit of credit and, make $1 or $2 when you purchase whatever it is you purchase. Like I said, I'm not getting rich off of that. Thanks. Quentin says, a sip of beer. Yep, I got you. Future webcam billionaire says, what's good? Nothing much, man. Is that guys? Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Jimmy. What camera do I use? Primarily, well, you know what? Let me just get it. Hold on. All right, so this is Break Me Smoke. If you click in the description down below, there's a link, and I talk about the camera equipment that I use. I talk about the. It's okay. I talk about the microphone. This is a little plug-in shotgun mic, and so I put the camera. Let me set this up real quick. So this little setup is rather robust, and it's not, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that expensive considering. So this is the setup, and you can see the lens extends just past this is the stuff on top of the microphone is called a dead cat. So it extends just past the dead cat, and it actually helps with the wind noise. There is a point in the video where there was some wind noise, but this has a microphone jack and it plugs directly into the camera. Now this camera is quite, I won't say rare, but it's a $1,200 camera compared to a $500 camera. Okay, and the major difference between these two is this headphone jack. Well, the jack for that port for the audio in from a microphone. Now I can also, and I do also use the wireless microphone. And again, I plug it into here, and then what I'll do is I'll have everything else like the receiver, like on the base of what goes onto the tripod, or I'll put the receiver where I have the shotgun mic when I'm doing that, and then I'll have the other piece of the wireless kit on me. So wireless microphone, and then the transmitter usually goes in my pocket. This camera, very similar. I used this camera for a long time. I won't say I outgrew it, but I knew that I needed this dedicated audio input, and the shotgun mic it's a game changer, as well as the ability to use the wireless mic because I can be moving around. And one of the things about the shotgun mic is if I am doing or saying something and my voice isn't projecting towards the microphone, the sound can get rather choppy and cut off. Pretty optics you have there. Thank you. Dingle. Yo. Are they really called dead cats? Yes. This carpet thing, this gray and black part is called a dead cat. Like, no lie. Everyone people who don't know, like camera equipment, they always laugh when, you call, it's like, oh, it's the dead cat. It literally covers the microphone. So here's the microphone. And this part covers it. And the whole reason this part covers it is to keep wind noise. Like, you ever see, like the piece of like foam that you see on microphones that, people are talking into sometimes? That is, so when you are talking into it, like if you talk into it too much and almost like you're kind of spitting and blowing into it, it'll create highs and lows in the microphone. So what that dead cat does is it muffles out the wind noise from wind, from other sounds. The only problem I had, and you'll hear it, is just in moving the camera, the microphone picks up the movement. And I'm sorry, taste tester number 1 is making popcorn for me right now. So, let's hear popcorn noise. Here, can I give you this? I was eating cereal for dinner. You need a bigger bowl.
They're all fitting there.
Well, Lucy, that's a good dinner. Yeah. Sometimes. Dinner of Champions cereal. Bring the Smoke said I had some audio issues in my last video. I think my mic is directional. A lot of times the shotgun mics are supposed to be directional, meaning they pick up like, I won't say 180 degrees, but maybe like 165 degrees of sound. But this one does pretty well. Thank you. This is the bigger bowl, huh?
No.
Oh, taste tester number 1 hooked it heavy. I have some popcorn here. So we're gonna be eating popcorn. Alright. Thank you. I'm just gonna apologize now. I'm munching on popcorn. Put the mic on and have a taste test of more popcorn. Oh, unfortunately, he's done.
I can make more. I kind of want to.
No, no need to make more. Cause the problem is this, like the mic, it would have to be in my ear. It wouldn't necessarily work. I mean, I don't know. I'm being lazy too, because I could film it. Well, maybe we will at one point. We'll do a ASMR making popcorn video. All right, Taylor, I got you. Neil said, "What's going on?" Nothing much, Neil. How you doing? Your stomach don't know what time it is. Popcorn looks good, also. Yeah. It's a Batman mask in the back. It is a background mask in the background. So it's funny. I get asked about that every now and again when I sit here. I'm sitting. So we have a bar area. So the kitchen is in front of me. So behind you guys, and obviously this is my family room behind me. So you know, big TV, and you can see. So you can see taste test number 1 in the reflection of the TV there. So he's in the kitchen. I sit here sometimes because in the summer there's an air conditioner that goes over there in that corner, and it's cooler in here than it is where I sit in the dining room. But I just felt like sitting here today. The kitchen has better light than the dining room does. So I mean, y'all see that? It's like no shadows, no nothing. It's just that good light, the recessed light that I put up in the ceiling in the kitchen. It's just that good light, you know? So yeah. But that mask was from I guess it was 2019. Might even been 2018. My wife's company had a masquerade ball. And I'm like, I'm not wearing one of them little things like this. I was like, you know what? I'm getting a Batman mask. Yep. So I got the Batman mask because, you know, it does the whole same thing, and it was over my head. And then it was like dope because it came to about here, so you can see my beard. You know, it was good. Nah, Taylor, you got me thinking, man. We might have to do something. FCB says, "Hey, Dash in chat." Yes. Blue Collar Millennial says, "My wife gets a new popcorn maker. It's amazing. Best. My wife gets a new popcorn maker. It's amazing. Best popcorn ever." Yeah, we have the old school one with the crank and you turn. I don't know why, but my kids got away from using that when they were just using a kettle, or not a kettle, a pot on the stove. But it doesn't do as well because you can't, get in there and do what you need to do. Quentin says the light is nice though. Yeah. God, I hate phones. What's up, Chef Pharrell? How you doing, man? Maria says, "Hey, Dash, how you been doing? Hello, everyone. I'm drinking rum and Pepsi Zero tonight. Salud. Salud." So, salud, Maria. Maria's checking in from the West Coast. Taste session number 1 made me some popcorn, so I'm gonna be getting a little bit of popcorn from time to time. So, yeah. You ever need shirts and gear printed? I can help you own a press shop and make videos. Nice, Waldo. I won't say I'm always in need, but I do. I am in need from time to time for those type of services, but I gotta hook up. Can't step on my homie's toes. Oh, speaking of my hookup, hey Jamie, how you doing? Jamie says hello from my spot. I know where her spot is. I've seen her spot. Oh. Her spot on the couch. Quentin said, "Maker's Mark and a splash of Coke here." Yep, it's a whirly pop. Yep. No problem, Maria. You don't have to apologize. Life happens. Bring the Smoke says he's drinking Maker's Neat. I appreciate you, Maria. She said, "But definitely hit you with the thumbs up." So Maria hit me with the thumbs up. Who else hasn't hit me with the thumbs up? So if you haven't hit the thumbs up, I'd greatly appreciate it if you could please And thank you. So I was talking about it earlier, and those of you guys who are here, and actually, well, we're not going to check right now, but the video for tomorrow is over an hour long. It's actually almost an hour and a half long. I filmed my cook this past weekend on Saturday. Saturday, I cooked for Super Bowl Sunday. I told you guys before, I work on the Pew Pew range on Sundays. And because I work on Sundays, I typically do my cooks now from Friday into Saturday or early Saturday morning. And this weekend was no different. So the folks that wanted food for Super Bowl Sunday, I kind of let them know, hey, I have something else going on Sunday. If you want me to cook for you, I can cook for you and have everything prepared and ready and deliver food to you or bring food to you, or you can come to me on Saturday. Is that okay? And they were like, yep, sure is. So they were like, yes, it is. It's fine. Say, cool. Here's your invoice. So Maria, the kids and the wife are doing just fine. Just fine. Blake gave a thumbs up. Thank you. Bring the Smoke said, I'll watch for sure. I appreciate that. Thanks in advance. I would love to have given you guys the opportunity to watch the video, but it is still processing. I don't know how long it's going to take. Usually, I don't know how long this video is going to take. I started it. It's been an hour exactly. Hold on. Let's see. It's 50% done with the render. 50% done. Now this video was filmed in 4K. So if you have high definition televisions, I highly recommend or would love for you to watch it in HD. You can see, I'm not gonna go there. I'm just not gonna go there. Anyway, hopefully you guys can appreciate the video and the effort into doing the video. An effort it is. A lot goes into filming, especially when I'm cooking and filming, and then trying to explain to you what I'm doing while I'm cooking and filming. And then, how about this? There's the edit. Gosh, come on, man, go away. There's the edit. So, the edit took longer, I won't say than it did for me to film the entire thing, but I know I spent more than 3 hours editing the video, and I had 3 hours of footage just about when I started the edit. I know for sure, because when I finished editing, and I normally don't ever do this, I don't ever typically watch the video back in its entirety. I watched the video back in its entirety because I made some changes early in the video, which threw some of the sound effects and the like the little text bubbles and things like that. It threw them off. So there still might be some that are off, definitely, but hopefully it's not too bad. All right, so I talked a lot about what I did. Blue Collar Millennial said 4K, man. I watch everything in like 360p. No, man. Especially if you're watching it on your phone, turn that resolution up. Appreciate it. I like my my new laptop. I really dig it because it is one of the only things that I have that, aside from my TVs, but I don't watch a lot of YouTube on my TVs because, well, it's gotten better. I can speed up the TV slightly. I think the 1.5, but I like watching things at 1.75 or sometimes 2x. So 2 times the speed. But yeah, let's see. I have it is a, hold on 1 second. I'm trying to get rid of some spam there. Webcam Billionaire said post-production is a lot of his work on its own. Yes, indeed. And like I've talked about this before. I film to how I edit. I know that, okay, I'm going to do some B-roll here or some, do this there and blah, blah, blah. So it'll be like, all right, if you guys notice, there are a couple times when I had those panoramic, like the panning shots where I'm like scrolling over the food or panning over the food or looking in the smoker or, doing this or doing that. I know that I'm going to do that, and I will do one of two things. I will do those things before I start talking, or I will do those things immediately after I finish talking. So just know that when I do those B-roll shots, they are an additional camera setup, or me moving the camera, getting it set up, taking the time to do whatever I'm doing, and do this or do that, or pan down or pan up. I mean, it's so then when I'm editing, I have to say, okay, like there was one point where I talked about, take a look at the wings on the lower shelf. Take a look at the wings on the middle shelf. Take a look at the wings on the top shelf. I had to look at the 3 different shots that I did of the wings and figure out which one was the bottom shelf, which was, because I didn't, it's too much like right for me to be like, ooh, look at the top shelf. Oh man, check out the middle shelf. Hey, here's the top, or here's the bottom shelf. No, I didn't do that. I just had to look at them in the orientation on the smoker, and I was like, oh, this is the bottom. This is the top. There are things in there where I can see, where I know where it is in conjunction, but it's just work. It's just work. I say all of that to say it is work. Quentin, so the laptop I have is a HP Omen. I have a 17.3 inch HP Omen. It's got 64 gigs of RAM, a 512 gig solid state hard drive, and then a 1 terabyte hard drive. I can't remember what video card it has, but it's pretty decently spec'd. I spent a pretty a decent penny on it, a pretty penny on it last year, in order to do the video editing. Point blank, that is the reason why I bought that laptop, is to do the video editing. I am a HP fanboy, and I really dig HPs. Maria says, not sure if you heard, Leprechaun, Mrs. Leprechaun had a bad fall. Wishing everyone to send her positive thoughts her way. I'm almost certain I might get you through. Oh, no, I did not. Create a food show channels. Yeah, man, why not? DMV Barbecue, what's going on? John, right? He said, hey, or how's everybody doing? Yeah, 64 gig of RAM. Yeah, buddy. He put $3 signs. Yep, 64 gig of RAM. And that's just off the top of my head. Like I said, I can't remember what the video card is. And I'm pretty sure it's like an i7. I'm pretty sure it's an i7. I'm so out of touch with computer specs and stuff. It's just crazy. Blaze said, taking care of spam reminds me, when you see Yardbird Barbecue and Catering on Instagram, that's me. All right, not spam. He said, I'm rookie when it comes to Instagram. No problem. That makes a little bit of sense. I saw you commenting and liking the pictures today. So if you guys have not or do not follow me on Instagram, look, shameless plug. There is my Instagram right there. You see the Instagram picture. Steel Drum Smokers. I've been kind of blah with Instagram lately. It's just not been the same. It's not been fun. So I haven't been posting very much, but I started posting on Valentine's Day. I posted some pictures of some steaks I made for my kids. And then earlier yesterday, I posted, it was a tweet, and I was like, yo, this tweet is my spirit animal right now. Like it really is. So you have to check it out to see what that was. And then today I made them yesterday. Come on, like my phone is driving me nuts right now. It is giving me fits, and I'm like, I want to chuck it across the room. But anyway, I cut up some beef bacon into some big chunks, and I made lardoons. So if you don't know what a lardoon is basically like a thick bacon bit. So I made these lardoons, and they're great. They're great. And I posted pictures of those on Instagram. Neil says, do you ever think you'll ever be able to do barbecue full time? Neil, I did barbecue. Excuse me. Yo, it's just getting worse and worse with the notifications that are popping up on my phone right now. It's getting crazy. I'm so sorry. Hopefully it's not affecting the stream. Neil said, do you ever think you'll ever be able to do barbecue full time? I did barbecue full time for a year and a half. That's how I got to the point where I am, where I can speak, because I was a full-time practitioner at one point. I sold food out of my car full-time doing barbecue only. Full-time for a year and a half. I got laid off from work, and in order to, make ends meet and ends meet, in order to make ends meet and, pay some bills and to put some food on the table, I did barbecue full time. I was selling food out of the trunk of the car. I was posting pictures on Instagram during the day, selling food at lunch, selling food at dinner, and then going to get my kids in the after. Well, going to get my kids in the afternoon. Come on, going to get my kids in the afternoon, and then, on my way home from picking up my kids, so the problem I'm having, my phone, the SIM card died on my phone. I don't know how or why, but now I don't have any sort of service on my phone. With that being said, it keeps popping up messages like insert a smart card, insert a SIM card, insert a SIM card. Anyway, so I would cook all night, get my kids, take them to school. On my way home from taking them to school, I would post a picture saying what I had available from the overnight cook. I would get home, finish prepping everything, get everything done, post another picture right before lunchtime. Hopefully get a bite or two for lunch orders. I would pack the car, head out, deliver food for lunch. I would hang around, post another picture, trying to get people ready to think about what they wanted for dinner. I would, hey, I have some ribs, I have some pulled pork, hey, I have some chicken wings, hey, I have some brisket. What can I bring you for your dinner tonight? I would get people who would want orders for dinner, and I would say, okay, can I drop their food off before I go pick up the boys from school, or my kids from school, and then my daughter at the time from daycare, or can I drop the stuff off before I come home for dinner, before I go home for dinner? So it was like kind of in between. So I did barbecue, and I did that, I won't say 5 days a week, but I did that for every day. 6 days, 7 days. Shoot, I would cook usually on Monday and sell food on Tuesday and Wednesday. Cook again on like Wednesday, Thursday for Friday. Big payday for Friday. So I would try to make sure I had a decent amount of offerings for Friday, and then I would cook Friday into Saturday or Saturday into Sunday, whichever I won't say was better, or whichever I needed to do for that particular week or weekend. And then I would do it all again on Monday, and cook again on either Monday night or Tuesday. And I had to make enough money to pay my daughter's daycare every single week, which was like $150. So every week in and week out, on Monday or Tuesday, I was buying at least one pack of wings, one pack of ribs, or I would buy one pack of 3 racks of ribs and 2 packs of chicken wings, and I would sell them like early in the week. And then with the money I have from that, I would buy another pack of ribs and another 2 packs of wings, sell another 3 racks of ribs and 40 wings, right? And then from the proceeds from that, I would have enough money to buy brisket, pork shoulder, some more ribs on the weekend, and possibly some more wings on the weekend. And I would sell that food and have that money, and then I would pay for fuel in my car for the week. I would pay for gas in my wife's van for the week. I'd pay the tolls. I'd pay my cell phone if I had a big ordeal, and I'm a big event or big cook, basically. Then I would pay for daycare, and on Monday morning, I might have $40, $50 left over from the proceeds from the week before, and I'd start all over. That was a routine for a year and a half, pretty much. Blue Collar Millennial said, I follow your gram and never see any posts. So the reason I used to sell food via Instagram. This was the whole thing I was talking about. And whenever I post pictures on Instagram, people hit me up like, hey, what do you have? Like today, this girl hit me up like, when are you going to be doing wings again? When I can find wings reliably. Or you could place an order for wings and I'll find wings for you. I'm not selling food just out of the trunk of the car anymore. I'm not doing it. So you have to folks have to place an order, and it's just like, people just don't want to do it. So I'm behind in the comments, so give me a second. Quinn said, yeah, I tried to make try to like most of your posts, but I just don't be on Instagram like that. I have probably 15 cool photos posted cooked from my big green egg, but just being lazy to do it on Instagram, yeah. Plus the spam on there has gotten insane. Yep, it's not even just spam, it's just a whole bunch of daggone advertisements. Maria says, oh yeah, bought the bacon. I'll probably use it on a loaded baked potato. Nice. Grilling and chilling. What's up with Mojo? How you doing, Mojo? Johnny's here. Thank you, Johnny, for checking in. He says, hello, Dash. Hello, everyone. What about singing into the laptop? No, nope, nope. Sean, he said, what up, what up? How you doing, Sean? I played the mac and cheese, collard greens, fried catfish, and fried chicken legs with a biscuit, maybe, cornbread, depending. Jeez, you work so hard for your family. Yeah, I did, Mojo, man. I'm telling you, and I still do. I just, to a different extent. I mean, I'm always hustling. I always got something going on. Maria said, that's awesome. Do you do what you got to do to take care of your family? Yes, indeed. That's crazy, man. And respect that hustle. Yeah. I mean, and like I said, I did that for a year and a half. And I will say the problem, but what it was I knew that wasn't sustainable, because I was up all night cooking 2 to 3 nights a week. Like all night, 2 to 3 nights a week. And then I would be up a good portion of the day. I would drive my kids to school, come back home, get everything plated and set it, put together, and I would try to take a nap. And I'm like sleeping with one eye open because I'm posting stuff on Instagram. So I'm constantly checking Instagram and checking my text message and trying to make sure I don't miss any calls, so that if someone texts me or calls, I can see like, hey, I'm on my way. And, no matter where I went. And then here's the kicker. During that first year that I did food like independently, I didn't charge any delivery. I talked about this before. I didn't charge any delivery fees. That was the whole point. That was the whole reason why I was getting my foot in the door. And I did it. And now I can go places and people say, oh, hey, what? People know who I am. Neil said, I know you work another job. Would you ever do barbecue full time again? Quite possibly, Neil. But if I do, it would be like I would do it if I were able to get a trailer and have a pretty decent setup, or even a brick and mortar. Look, it's kind of a pipe dream. There is a small 2-bay auto repair shop not too far away from my house that closed recently, and like there is a place in San Antonio. It's called Barbecue Station. I could definitely have a barbecue station where, unfortunately, it's not a gas station, but the repair, like the car repair, would be like where the garage is. That's where my smokers would be, and it's just like a little counter. I mean, something simple, nothing crazy. I don't need a whole bunch of space. There's like half a dozen parking spots out front, and it's not too far off of the main highway. Yeah. She said, Maria said, I didn't mean singing, I meant signing. I only made nachos. We had 5 soccer games this weekend. Got the championship, so it was kind of worth it. Nice. All right. Maria, you know why I know yawning? I am not drinking liquor. I have coffee in my cup, and I drank an energy drink. I finished the energy drink right as I started. So it's been almost an hour and a half. Let me check on the video, man. You should do it every time you have a chance and do something. You should jump on it. Oh, man, you should do it every time you have a chance and do something. You should jump on it. Yeah, I guess. Oh, DMV said Harris Teeter had wings for $4.99 a pound. No way. I was able to get wings from Sam's for $2.48 per pound. Quentin says, man, that sounds like a good place to me, especially if it's quiet. It's not always quiet here. Trust me. Bernie, how you doing? I know I'm like, wait, I saw somebody and I didn't say hi. Bernie's Blue Line Barbecue. What's up with you? Victor said I'll call tomorrow. Hopefully your phone is working. I'm going into Red Robin now. Teriyaki burger and stuffing bastard. Yep. That's a kick ass there. Different rum drinks. Okay. Yeah, we used to go to Red Robin regularly. My wife really likes the burgers there and endless fries. I mean, duh, endless fries. Blue Collar Millennial, the best place to be to get barbecue. Why me is a place called Salty's. They by me. It's a place called Salty's. They run out of a shed and have like 5 picnic tables. But boy, is it good. Nice. If you had a chance to do it, you should jump on and open your own barbecue brick and mortar. Oh, thank you, Neil. Yeah, so the problem, Neil, is I've had a taste and I am a realist and I know what it's gonna take. Not that I can't do it. It's just that there are things that I would like to do with my family. And if I were able to like quit my job and work full time doing barbecue, there would be like no time for my family. That would be it. Daddy would be doing his barbecue. Um, yeah. So and I know that, and I just something I won't say something I want to avoid, but it's yeah. Maybe a little bit later in life. Who knows? Maria says, "Give me coffee for the things I can change and wine for the things I cannot." I'll drink to that. Red Man said, Baltimore in the building. Do you know anyone that hosts pig cooking classes? I'm really trying to learn that skill. So Red Man, honestly enough, nobody in this area. I do know of a barbecue spot. It's in Connecticut. They do host a pig cooking class. The spot is called Hoodoo. Hoodoo. Hoodoo Brown. It's Hoodoo Brown's barbecue. It's in Ridgefield, Connecticut, I think maybe. But they are friends of mine, friends of the channel, friends of my they've been here to my house, broken bread with me. Cody, cool cat. And I've known them for years, and they're real cool folks. And I honestly enough, I would love to go up there and actually experience the whole hog cooking course class as well. I believe they went down and took a class from Rodney Scott, who is one of the best when it comes to whole hog cooking. It's just in this area, in the Baltimore DMV area, not many people are wanting whole hogs. It's just not a thing. When people find out how expensive it is, they're like, oh hell no, just give me pulled pork. Sure thing. Sean says, fries sound dope. I've been tinkering around with keto. Need to get back down on my fighting weight. Yep. Neil says it's only for the first year. Then you can have your staff run it. I am too anal to have a staff do stuff like that. Maria says, gotta run, Dash. Nice to catching up with you and good to chat. Yes, Maria, salud. Wait, that was 3. So there's salud, dinero, el otro. Oh, wait. Salud, dinero, amor, el otro. All right. Yeah, Red Man. Like I said, I'm pretty sure they're in Ridgefield. It's not hard to get to. From Baltimore, you can get to Hoodoo Brown Barbecue in like 4 and some change hours. I have done it 5 at the absolute max. I have done it. I talked to you guys. I've told you guys about my fishing trip with my father-in-law, and we stopped there on the way back from fishing. So yeah, we stopped there and eat. That's our tradition, because their opening night just so happened to coincide with the fishing trip, and we were on our way back from the fishing trip, and we were there on the opening night of the restaurant. So, talk about a good time, and they've always treated me very well when I go in there. And the food is good. Uh, Neil says, if and when you open up your own shop, I am in the States. I will definitely swing by. And I am in the States. I will definitely swing by. Appreciate that, Neil. Dash, have you seen Dust on YouTube? If not, look him up so you can laugh. No, I have not. No problem, Red Man. Yeah, man, you know what? At this point, I say let me know if you're trying to go. I don't know. You know, I think I would love to experience that class. Yeah. BCSBBQ. So what's up, barbecue players? Hold on, let me go check on this video and see if it's finished processing. I can start upload to YouTube. Yes. Oh no. It crapped out. It crapped out. Oh, gosh. The video crapped out. It crashed. The video editing software crashed. So I'm gonna have to start this over again. Oh man. Because once I finish the edit, I then have to upload it to YouTube. Neil says, okay, my friends, I have to bounce. You have yourself a great night. Bye for now. What software do I use? I'm using Corel Video or Corel Ultimate Video Studio or Video Studio Ultimate, but it's the 2020 version. Quentin says, so I have a lesson learned tonight. I picked up a turkey breast from a popular store to make tonight. Wasn't a fan of it. Much preferred than from my local butcher up the street. Yeah. The only problem, Quentin, is you never gonna know what you like and what you don't like until you try it. Unfortunate as how that works out. So just a thing. BCS says he grilled some legs and thighs and 4 lengths of sausage for him and his family. Nice. I did. It was 4 briskets, 60 wings, 2 legs of lamb, 3 racks of ribs, and a salmon fillet. Yeah, I think that was it. I did that on Saturday. I told the folks that I was cooking for, I had to give them their food on Saturday, and they were all cool with it. So I'll cook on Saturday. All right, I guess I might as well come in here and sit down. Oh, wait. This says, do I want to recover the last file? Here, I thought that it was saying that it rendered successfully. Nope, it doesn't say that. That's not what it says. Let me get this set up so I can kind of multitask. I'm gonna say no, and let's go here. Let's open up the file. Oh, my nose is itching. Do you guys believe that nose itching means you're coming into some money? BCF says, I hate fish but love smoked salmon. Yep, I understand how that works. All right, let's try to share this again. Come on. I really need you to work. I spent a lot of time editing this video and filming this video. I really need you to work. If I talk to it nicely, tell it, you know, maybe it'll work out. So what else did you guys cook? Cat fighting outside my house. Sean says, do y'all go through long spans and not barbecuing? I haven't put anything on in months. So Sean, I talked about this in this video. I have not done any customer cooks since Christmas. It is now February. So, yes, I won't say I do, but I cook some things for my family here and there. But a lot of times when I'm cooking for my family, I don't feel as motivated to film. And I just, I told you guys, I feel I've kind of gotten over cooking for my family and then putting the videos on YouTube. I kind of want to focus more on the catering aspect. So yeah. Quentin said, I'll tell you this. I think the best thing I've made so far on my new egg is beef roast. I seared the roast good, then smoked it inside a cast iron pot with a little beef broth for 3 hours. All right, so was it covered? Then he said, then he added the veggies for the last hour. He said, oh boy, amazing. Nice. For last hour covered. So did you leave it open when you had it in the pot for the 3 hours that you had it cooking? Because that's probably like a braise when you close it up, which it works. All right, let's see here. Finally, let's go to settings. Let's go to the project properties. So, this one. Alright, I'm trying to make sure that this video. Actually, let's see. Let's see if it finished. It did not. It did not finish. It crapped out. Alright. Yes, I want to replace it. This video is going to be 23 gigs in size. He said it was open for 3 hours. Cool. Sean says my kids have gotten a lot older and moved out, so making a ton of food on the smoker just doesn't make sense anymore. Yeah, Sean, I get it. Sean, how old are you, sir? He says kids have moved out. Jeez. Taylor says, actually, yeah, it does. Vacuum seal and save a lot. At some point, there's enough around that I shouldn't cook anymore. Try to give away to friends. Also, pregnant wife is requesting less and less. Yeah. How large is that file? The projected rendered file is going to be 23 gigs. The video files that I had were 70. It was like 75 gigs of footage. The video, yeah, the video, when I pulled the file into the editing software, it was almost 3 hours worth of footage, Jimmy. And the laptop, I'm gonna say died, but the program crashed a little over an hour into the render. So I'm gonna try it the second time. If it doesn't work the second time, I'm going to have to dumb it down to 1080 and see if it works there. Taylor says, my favorite hobby has stalled a bit. It's time to learn alternative cooking techniques and recipes. Yeah. Yeah, BCS says, yeah, when I'm busy, yes, definitely. Blue Collar Millennial says, so I did a pork butt for pulled pork and had something happen that has never happened. My fat turned into a rock. It pulled right off the meat, but couldn't shred or even cut. What did I do wrong? The heat might have been too high, and it crisped it up, kind of like how you would have like a chicharron, how you have like the pork rind. Especially if it was just the skin, the fat rather, on the skin, your heat was probably just too high. Your heat may have run away from you and you didn't know, or you had too much direct heat on that particular one piece. And I won't say sometimes it happens, but yeah, it happens. BCS, but I'll barbecue for like a week or two straight to make up for it. Yeah. Sean says, I may need to buy a vacuum sealer. No, Sean, you do. The vacuum sealer was one of the best investments I made. Well, when I say investments I made, my wife actually bought it for me for Christmas some years ago, and I like that. Definitely one of the best Christmas presents I've ever gotten. Sean said, I just hit 40, had my kids young. Shoot. Listen, nothing wrong with that. I told my wife when we got together and, started, we got married and had kids. Now, I got married when I was young. I was 23 when I got married. So I completely understand. But with that being said, I told my wife before we got married, I said, I want to be done having kids by the time I'm 32. She's like, 32? Why 32? I'm like, 32 plus 18 is 50. I said, I want our kids to be 18 years old by the time we turn 50. So when we're 50, we can do whatever we want. And she was like, okay, makes sense. So that was it. Made Famous. So what's up, brother? Been watching you off and on for a bit. First time catching live. I want to start smoking weed. What's the best budget smoker I could buy for a new guy? So, Made Famous, I tell you what, it's hard because you don't want to buy a budget smoker because you're going to be buying multiple budget smokers, if that makes sense. The best thing you could do is like save some time, save some money, and buy the biggest, baddest smoker you can afford. And by that, I mean you buy something that's quality. So as opposed to buying something that's going to be like in that $200 to $300 range, you really want to save a couple extra dollars and buy something that's going to be in that $500 to $750 range. And you're probably looking at the screen like, man, I ain't got that. I'm telling you, it's worth it because you buy once, you cry once. You'll buy a better smoker, you'll have a easier time with your learning curve, and there could possibly be more support, more people who have cooked with that bigger, better smoker, and you'll find more information sometimes. When you buy a cheaper smoker, a lot of times you'll find people who do nothing but complain about it and they've given up on it. So they have nothing but bad things to say. There are outliers with people who just like tough it out and they're like, I'm determined to figure it out, and they do, but they are outliers. If you were going to get into something and try to do barbecue as a business, as far as what would I suggest for you to start on, like there's a lot of folks that cook on Old Country Pecos smokers. They are offset and a decently sized cooking chamber. And then there are a few Oklahoma Joe's offset smokers. It just kind of depends on where you are geographically and what's available to you. You also might be able to purchase a propane tank, a repurposed propane tank that someone has made into a grill or smoker. Those are always good options. You can always try to find something used. There are plenty of people who get into barbecue and barbecue business and they have health issues, or it's just not for them, or like whatever the case may be. And they're selling equipment. Folks are selling equipment left and right. And now that it's almost spring is when people are going to be listing up this stuff that they're like, after the winter, after summer's over, I'm just not, my heart's not in it anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. Whatever the case may be, there's plenty of places for you to look for deals on used stuff. So that's another option too. You can probably save 50% by buying something used as something brand new. Sean says, oh yeah, they're amazing. Help save a lot of money down the line when saving cook for later. Entry level ones are affordable along with bags and what Dash just said. Yep. I think you've been bugging the crap out of me. No problem. Sean said, my 40's about to be the lit dance, man. That's when I'll be like, Birdman hand rub. You get it. You definitely know. So Quentin says the Big Green Egg, he said, but he's biased. And I'll tell you, Big Green Egg is not my favorite. I have a Big Green Egg, and of all of my cookers, it is one of the least used cookers. And that's because I have other things to cook on and cook with. Honestly enough, I would tell you to get a Weber kettle. And the reason I'm going to tell you to get a Weber kettle, if you are just doing cooks for you. Now, if you are trying to sell food, you need something bigger than a Weber kettle. But if it's just for you and maybe your family, the Weber kettle is a perfect place to start. There's a lot of aftermarket support. And when I say aftermarket support, lots of videos on YouTube telling you how to cook specific things on that Weber kettle. Lots of accessories that you can get for the Weber. So it makes it easy to take that one-trick pony, basically, and turn it into a workhorse. Ha! Did you like that analogy? Blake said, I'm about to be 41. I have 5 kids between the ages of 14 and 1. I'll have to work the rest of my life. Bro, I'm more proud to you. Made famous says I can have one made. My buddy makes him $1,500. All right. To 3K. All right. And he's in California. So out there in California where you are right. People kind of know what they're doing when it comes to cookers and smokers. So, having one made, you just have to kind of buckle down and decide on what you're going to do with it. Taylor says the Weber kettle and the Slow and Sear is a great combo that you can do a lot and with a little investment. Really love the new upgrade ash catcher system. Yes, that ash catching system is phenomenal. Except when you're like me and you do a whole bunch of cooking and it does nothing but collect ash because you cook so much in it. D-Dub said, I'm an outlier. I toughed it out with 2 Dynaglow vertical offsets and Oklahoma Joe offset. Yep. FCB says UDS, Ugly Drum Smoker. You guys know that's how I got my start. The Ugly Drum Smoker is why I call my company Steel Drum Smokers Barbecue. I started in cooking in a Ugly Drum Smoker. I quickly outgrew the Ugly Drum, but I do not forget where I started, where I came from, and that first drum is on the side of my house. It is my number 1 drum. FCB said I really like my old Smoky grill. All right, there's another one. Old Smokies are there are some diehard Old Smoky fans out there. Made famous as Quentin. Yeah, I heard the egg's a good starter. I'm a little biased, so Quentin has his bias towards the big green egg, and I'm going to steer you away from it because I think the big green egg is a little more advanced. I'm telling you, the Weber kettle is almost by far the best starter anything because it is forgiving. That big green egg, man, it runs off the way on you. It's like a wild pony. Quentin's funny. Blake said, Blake said, I love my Weber kettle. D-Dub says I'm an outlier. I toughed it out with 2 Dynaglows and an offset. Quentin said, I absolutely love my egg. Dash secretly loves his too. Yeah, sure. Taylor says, D-Dub, thank you for your incredible patience and persistence. You must be monk-like. Yep. But the eggs are pricey for sure. I don't think it's a beginner cooker though. You gotta babysit to start. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man. I got time on all of these cookers, man. What you see on video is a fraction of how much I actually cook on these cookers. I cook on I'm like, oh, I cook. I do. I cook a lot. So, and then on top of me cooking, which sometimes I don't want to do, I don't feel like cooking, me having to do video on top of it, it just compounds, like it's insult to injury. It really is. FCB says the Slow and Sear also works in the Old Smoky. Yep. Blake said I get a vortex for the Weber kettle. So my 3 accessories that I'm like are like you have to get these are and actually I'll say 2 and then the last one is an option. So like if we were playing spades, it'd be like I got 2 things you need definitely and a possible. All right. So the first thing is going to be that Slow and Sear. The Slow and Sear, it makes it easy to have longer drawn out cooks that soon as Laura gets here, I start yawning. I haven't yawned the entire time I've been talking, and she gets here, I see Laura's name pop up. What do? I'm telling you, I'm like Pavlov and his dog. When I see Laura, I start yawning. Anyway, Slow and Sear is a must-have for a Weber kettle. The Barbecue Vortex is another must-have for the Weber kettle. You will probably use the slow and sear more than you do the vortex, but the vortex will take your heat from one, like the kettle. The slow and sear puts the heat on one side, and it has a like a direct side and an indirect side. The vortex puts the heat directly up, and then the heat like bounces off the top of the dome and then radiates back down. It's just different. Like it hits different, it cooks different, and it's great, especially for cooking chicken. As you know, I use the vortex for cooking chicken all the time, all the time. Cats are outside fighting. So, and then the third one is the rotisserie. I really like the rotisserie. I know the rotisserie isn't for everybody, and you don't have to buy the Weber kettle rotisserie. The Weber kettle rotisserie is like 150 bucks. There are knockoffs that you can get for it, and I ain't too proud to buy a knockoff. Like my Vortex is a knockoff. I do actually have a genuine slow and sear, but my Vortex is a knockoff. So nothing wrong with that, and I highly recommend the rotisserie. I use the in order the slow and sear, the rotisserie, and then the vortex. And actually, I use the slow and sear in conjunction with the rotisserie a lot, especially when I'm making the porchetta. Um, definitely, really enjoy that the rotisserie and the slow and sear. Johnny says I like my new egg a lot, and a lot of my kettle, and I like my kettle a lot. I have an offset that I rarely use. So Johnny has these cast iron Kamado eggs, Kamado grills, and yo, they're phenomenal. They are sturdier than the ceramic, and they seem to hold heat in a similar fashion. Um, Blake said get a vortex for the Weber kettle. Yep. Laura, she says hey Dash and all. Steven says hey yo Dash. Good evening. Sorry for being late. Had no electricity on the island for 9 hours. Jeez, man, I won't say complaining. I lost internet in my house because of a power outage down the street earlier today, and I was able to use my phone as a hotspot, and do what I had to do. I had to work from my phone, but oddly enough, for whatever reason, the SIM card in my phone has died. Like completely took a crap, and I can't use my phone for phone calls or text messages. I'm using the Wi-Fi to get out in order to do the live stream from my phone, but other than that, it doesn't compare. You win. No electricity. Yep. Mm-hmm. All right, let's catch up. A slow and sear is a must-have for the kettle, Johnny says. Johnny from View to a Grill. Quentin says, unless you really like to cook barbecue, I wouldn't recommend an egg. It's not a dump and go type cook, maybe a pellet grill you can control from your phone and such for new people, and the Weber is good. So I have a Traeger, which is a pellet cooker, and I can't control it from my phone because it is a few years old. There are some of the newer ones where you can monitor the temperatures in your Traeger. Well, I won't say in your Traeger, but monitor the temperatures in your pellet cooker. But to me that's a gimmick. I don't necessarily need to be able to monitor the temperature in my cooker because it's a pellet cooker. You tell it to be at 250 degrees or 300 degrees, it's gonna stay there because that's the technology behind the pellet grill. Now, if you wanted something that was a little bit different, I would actually say one of the gravity fed charcoal smokers is like those have definitely, they're tickling my fancy right now because I would like to get into one of those, because I think that's where it's at. I mean, it's got the better flavor and cooking source, or heat source from charcoal, with the control of the electronic PID controller. It's got it's the best thing of a pellet cooker and charcoal. Excuse me, together, the best of both worlds. Oh my gosh, Laura, I'm so sorry you've been waiting for like a month. She says, fingers crossed. My truck shows up on the 19th. I'm flying out on the 20th. Yes. She said 9 hours, Laura. 9 hours. 805 Barbecue Junkie says, Dash, my brother, what's going on with you, man? How you doing? SCB says, "Oh man, no power for 9 hours. Have they said what caused it? Like, life on the island. That's what caused it." Taylor says the slow and Sear finally got me using my kettle more often. I have a MB 560 that I like a lot. What is the MB? Oh, Masterbuilt 560 I like a lot, but it's charcoal hog and occasionally fire hazard. The slow and Sear brought my kettle back into the fold. Nice. Want to get rid of the foreign offset. Since I'm sitting on a lot of oak wood right now. Yeah, Taylor told me he had a tree fall on his house again. The 560 was nice, but it didn't have faith. It's going to last more than a year or two. Oh, that's interesting. Stop it. Stop counting, Laura. See, I like it. It's like I'm trained. Like response now at this point. D-Dub says, "Oh, they work my my nerves, Taylor. Put a stick on every 30 minutes. I started my last customer brisket cook at 8:30 p.m. Friday last night. It took 13 and a half hours. I passed out Saturday afternoon. Uh, mm, there it is. There it was. She didn't even have to say anything, and I was already yawning. Mm. All right, I'm going to get another energy drink. Yeah, I am, and it's 10:30. I feel like I'm gonna be up for a while. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some energy drink and some more coffee. Alright, so I am back and I have my coffee here. So I have almost a full mug and it's black. This is the French vanilla coffee from 7-Eleven. Actually digging it. Lukewarm because it's from this morning. Let's see here. Yep, I figured it out, Taylor, that it was the Masterbuilt. I had to, it took me a moment. I'm like, MB, Masterbuilt. Yep, the 560 Gravity Series. You got it. It's really cool. Cool grill style. I like it. It just has grease handling issues that are poorly thought out. I'd gladly pay more for a similar style GF grill. What is the GF grill? Glowforge? No. Gravity fed. Here we go. Taylor, man, you just be random abbreviations, man. You are testing my brain cells. Jimmy says Dash started using the LSC fire management basket. I think I like it. Did you try yours? No. So Jimmy, I swear to you, I started the fire and I was like, damn it, I should have gotten that basket. And because I had already started the fire, I wasn't going to stop the fire, like take everything out, go get the basket, and then put it in there. So I'm hoping I remember to take the basket outside prior to my next cook. And actually, I was going to take and cook, not cook, but start a fire to just sit out by the smoker and talk to you guys for on the live stream. But because my phone is acting up, my house is too far away, or the Wi-Fi is too far away for it to be a reliable source for me to go out there. Yeah. Tell us just pay more for a higher quality style GF, which is gravity fed grill, not a gravity fed insulated cabinet, because that's a big difference. Leonard says, where's the beer? Just didn't drink tonight. Yeah, just didn't. Actually, it's winter, so I keep a suitcase on the side of my house at this point. I also have some in the garage. You know, I put a hurt in the nose this weekend though, because I was like, man, I'm doing this cook here. I'm sitting by the fire. I'm like, man, I drank more than the 6 pack. I think I drank 8 beers while I was cooking on Saturday, just chugging along, like chugging along. And I know I don't drink much, but I mean, in 13 hours I drank 6 to 8 beers. I think it was either 6 or 8. So nothing. Taylor says Quentin, I used to have a Kamado Joe, loved it. That said, it made the worst brisket ever on it. Yep, I made the worst brisket ever on it. Set it to go overnight. Temps crept up. Came back to a scorched meteor. Much sadness. Yeah, so I wouldn't cook a brisket on, in my opinion. And the reason see, there's like layers to this. I wouldn't cook a brisket on a big green egg because I have things that cook briskets better. I wouldn't, and the reason that I can see that I wouldn't like a brisket on a big green egg is because I've cooked beef ribs on the big green egg, and like when I cook beef ribs on the big green egg, the grease hit the diverter plate, and it made this burnt grease smell and taste that I just wasn't a fan of. So that's when I started using water pan, or using a water pan in with that cooker, like almost exclusively. And it helped, but it still didn't give me what I was looking for. There are things that I can cook on a big green egg and that are phenomenal. One of the things that I cook on a big green egg that turns out great every single time I've done it has been salmon. Another thing that works out really well when I do it has been the leg of lamb. I've cooked a few legs of lamb, bone-in legs of lamb, and they always turn out phenomenal when I do them. D-Dub said, I'm going to start a GoFundMe so I can get my dream smoker, the biggest LSG cabinet in the barrel they make. I make a reference to that double door cabinet Lone Star Grill smoker in this video that I'm trying to get rendered. And you know what? I think what I'm going to end up having to do is break this video into multiple parts. If this does not work, I'm going to have to break it up into multiple parts. And that might be it. Taylor says GF equals gravity fed. Don't need to define. Yep, I figured it out already. KB says I'm 88 minutes late. Howdy dashing everyone. Well, KB, as long as you hit that like button on the way in, I got no beef with you being late. None. Black coffee here, and an energy drink. No alcohol tonight. Really? Am I the only one that has to drink like hot and cold liquids at the same time? Quentin said, Taylor, that's my fear. I've yet to gain the confidence to do overnight cook on my egg. My longest cook has been Christmas dinner 2 years ago, but I was awake and watching the whole thing. So, Taylor, Quentin, I highly recommend wireless thermometers. You have to get to the point where you can put a wireless thermometer in your cooker and use that to be your barometer on if stuff gets too high, or, you have to be able to monitor the temperatures remotely. KB says, hey, everybody. Kids, the bed, beer time it is. Yeah, it's still early for you out there. Quentin says, I have beef ribs about 2 weeks ago on my egg. They were terrible, not gonna lie. Pork ribs, I have down pat. Alright, it's pat, P-A-T, pat. Flour, eggs, yeast? Yeah. Let's see. They said I hate when it happens. The smell takes a while to get out of it when it happens at the stove in the house. Yeah. KB says I'm eating leftover spare ribs from Super Bowl that I smoked on the LSG cabinet and cherry wood. Nice. Blue Collar Millennial says, man, I can't get beef ribs either. Always turn out bad. If you could cook brisket, you can cook beef ribs. I mean, they are beef ribs are brisket on a stick. Point blank. Period. D-Dub says, where's Grumpus? Haven't seen him in the last couple of lives. He was here last week. Yeah, last week he was here. Sean said, I can't stand coffee. I wish I liked it because it's everywhere. Yeah. I mean, and I'm drinking it black. You know, black coffee, no sugar, no cream. There we go. Make sure I'm not spilling it. There we go. Black coffee. I have recently gotten on the. So my wife is doing intermittent fasting. I've talked about that from time to time. And in the winter, she will. I'll do. I'll make hot water in the morning. Like I'll make a kettle of hot water, and we have a decanter, carafe decanter, air pot. I have an air pot that I fill full of hot water because I used to turn on the kettle and it would just not cook but like on a low boil all day, and I'm like, it's wasting a lot of money because it's just gas heating up this water that's evaporating. So we started putting it into a air pot, and it's much better. So there is water on demand in the morning. So like my routine in the morning, I come downstairs, I start the kettle, I'll brush my teeth. If I'm straightening my beard, I'll straighten my beard, take my medicine, get the ice machine, fill up. I top off the ice machine, the bougie ice maker. The water from the refrigerator, filtered water goes into the ice maker, so boom, get that straight, and then I get dressed. I get dressed downstairs because it's either it's before 5 o'clock when I'm getting dressed for work, so I don't get dressed in the bedroom. I get dressed downstairs, just so I don't bother my wife. So like I said, I do all this morning routine down here, and so by the time I finish getting dressed and I'm getting my things together, my bag packed if I'm going anywhere. Lately, I've been going into my office 1 day a week and working from home about 3 to 4 days a week. So anyway, by that time the kettle is just about done. It's screaming. I take the kettle, put the hot water into the air pot, and boom. Then if I take my daughter to school on my way back, I'll stop at the 7-Eleven up the street. You guys have seen that 7-Eleven I filmed a few videos of me getting coffee or talking about getting coffee from time to time. Like, I wish I knew exactly which videos they were. But I have a half-gallon container. I will go and fill up this half-gallon container full of coffee. And I used to put creamer and Splenda in it for me. But because my wife now wants coffee, I get black. And I can bring it home and add Splenda, and we have some half and half in the refrigerator, and I can add cream to it. But recently I've been drinking it black as well, and actually, not gonna lie, I have actually lost a few pounds from inadvertently intermittent fasting. If you know what I mean. The pajamas I sit in, like pajama pants I sit in. When I'm around the house, I had to retie the knot because they were too big. So I have lost a couple pounds, like talking 5-7 pounds. So it wasn't let's see. SEB said Wi-Fi remote thermometer is a great investment. You can set high, low temp, and get a push notification on your phone. There you go. Taylor says, Quentin as Dash said, Wi-Fi thermal is best. I've been rocking a Flame Boss 300 for a few years. Even when I wasn't using the flame on the Kamado Joe, God, him and his abbreviations, I still use the great and meat thermometers, helps a ton. I have my meat thermometer Dash. All right, still a bit nervous to let it run while I'm asleep. Nope, I'm telling you, man. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. All right. If you can sit up and watch that thing all day long, okay. The key is just you have to sleep lightly. Taylor says not sure I recommend it to others, but there are plenty of good ones out there these days. Yeah, I'm telling you, the one I recommend is The it is Ready Check. The Ready Check. It is the ET733. I have a link. If you click the to show more, there's a link in the description for the Ready Check thermometer, and I have been using them for years, 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 years. The only thing I've had to do is replace a few probes. They're worth every bit of the $60 or $70 that they are. I use the long range version, and that one gets from inside my house all the way down to my garages, which is every bit of 300 feet. And they're advertised for 300 feet, and it works for 300 feet. Quentin says I love my meters. Yeah, see, I have. Look, let me tell y'all something. This company sent me the meat stick. Yo, this joint is junk. The meat stick, it worked one time. They're like, hey, we'll send you a meat stick if you would do a video for us. I'm like, oh yeah, sure. I've been wanting to get one of those things. It worked once. I can't get it to reconnect to my phone. I can't get it, like, after resetting it, hard resetting and doing this, doing that. They're like, hey, have you gotten a chance to make that video yet? I'm like, yo, when I use that thing, I'm like, I use it, I think 3 times, maybe 4. Tried. The second time after resetting it, it worked for like an hour. And then I couldn't get it to reconnect. I'm like, yo, what is the point if... I just, nope. And I just haven't ponied up the money to buy the meat stick. Blue Collar Millennial says, man, I've only drank black coffee for about 15 years. Every now and again, I try creamer because it smells good. Always gives me a headache. Not sure why. That is interesting. Do you use any sweetener? Or no? Do you need to have a Bluetooth device near with them, or do they do Wi-Fi? So, Taylor, it depends on, like, the model. Some of them are Bluetooth, and other ones can connect to Wi-Fi, but you have to have a bridge. This one. So, this one, the probe is its own thing, and then the bridge is what connects to your device, your phone. So, this whole John is just garbage. This John was like, it was exercise in futility. Then the lady was like, oh, hey, are you gonna... She was looking for a video. I'm like, yo, the John was junk. It was like junk. I don't know. Let's see. KB says 195, 205 degrees, water for coffee, just like brisket. It's crazy. My wife, I watched like in-depth video on somebody making coffee, and how, like, the coffee temperature has to be, and I can't remember if it was 200 or 203 or something like that. But when I make coffee at home in a French press, I like temp the water to make sure it doesn't get to boiling. But it is what it is. Quint says they have the base that sits near and connects to my phone. I can monitor temp from anywhere as long as the base is connected to Wi-Fi. I monitor my whole chicken coop doing errands. Yep. God's Construction said, yeah, we did ribs, links, and chicken for Super Bowl Sunday. We got a little bit left. Peace, love, and light. Nice. God's Creation, God's Construction. Sorry. Hello to you too. Look, Quentin says meat stick is trash AF. Agreed. John says howdy. Howdy to you too. Leonard says, Dash, have you tried cooking Santa Maria barbecue style? I've been witness to things being cooked Santa Maria style, but I haven't done it, just because that's not something that's prevalent in my area. I've cooked over an open, flame-ish, but never like the Santa Maria where you can raise and lower the grate like that. Does my grill table count? Blue Collar Millennials is Grumpus. There he is. Grumpus, someone was just asking about you. He said, I haven't seen Grumpus in a while. I said, Grumpus was here last week. So, Grumpus, hey, how you doing? Hopefully, all was good for you and the missus on Valentine's Day. Blue Collar Millennial says no sweetener or anything. Yeah, see, that's the thing. And my wife and I were talking about this the other day. I really feel that one of the things, like with her fasting, and I used to, when I was doing the fasting, I would drink black coffee because like drinking coffee is a no calorie thing, right? So it would, it would be warm and not really filling the belly, but I could use it more or less as a meal replacement, and I do a lot of times. And I can drink it. I can stand to drink decent coffee black. One of the things that my wife and I were talking about is we've kind of gotten to the point where I will add creamer and sweetener almost like as a dessert type thing. So in the mornings when I'm semi fasting, excuse me, I won't always add creamer and sweetener because I'm, like I said, I'm semi fasting. Versus in the evening or in the afternoon where I'm like, I'm gonna have coffee in it, or like, yeah, early afternoon, late afternoon, I'll have coffee and I might do like a piece of pound cake or a cookie or something like that. Then I'll add sweetener. I'll have a sweetener and creamer in it, and I mean it's more like a dessert thing almost, and like a dessert coffee. So that's kind of how, and I don't even know how we start talking about it, but that was like we deducted, like, if I do have it, so in the afternoons or evenings, if we're running errands, I'm like, hey, you want coffee now? She's like, I do. So, and I'll do that. Quentin says, just to clarify, the meter is yeah, is not equal. Yeah, the meter is much different than the meat stick. I know, trust me. KB says 30 seconds after boiling will get you there. Yeah, I thought I had itchy meat. Uh, I thought. KB says I thought hand itching meant you were coming into some money. So same thing, but nose and hand. Is what I grew up like, nose and right hand for growing up. That was the thing I heard. Quentin says meat stick is trash. Knock off the meter. Yeah, I know. Yep, D Dub told you. I thought, well, Grumpus, I told you someone was asking about you. Millennial says, "Man, I love my Santa Maria grill. Red oak tree tri-tip. It's amazing." Y'all. Grumpus says, "Working late equals cooking late equals supper's late." Yeah. Grumpus, he says, "How you doing, D Dub?" Same. I make coffee any time of the day. Yeah. Clint says, "I like how you got not equal the phrase throughout there." Dude, I'm telling you, man, I am fluent in internet. Okay, I am fluent in internet, and obviously y'all's abbreviations. I mean, wait, oh, that meant, yeah, not equal to, like, friggin'. Where is Taylor? Taylor been putting out all types of stuff. He been making me like think, like not just making me think, like think. I'm like MB560. What the MB560? Oh, that's that master build. Yeah. I mean, look, when he's good, he's good. Okay. When he's good, he's good. Then he started talking about the GF. I'm like Glowforge? No. Oh, that's gravity fed. Where'd I pull that one from? What I'm sitting on? That's what I did. That's how I did it. Blue collar millennial. I mean, if the shoe fits, wear it. He said, "Man, I felt that California judgment coming from you." No, I'm that's like envious. Okay, it's like envy because one, y'all have the prominence of Santa Maria grills. Two, you have the prominence of tri-tip. I like tri-tip costs too damn much, and I can't get it easily. And like three, I mean, y'all have better weather than we do. Taylor says, if YouTube gave us more than 200 characters per message, this wouldn't be a problem. See, Taylor, you know how you break up text message, or you used to have to break up text messages because they wouldn't roll on to the next one? You can do the same thing with the YouTube message. Just type into another message, man. It's okay. I'll be able to keep up. Leonard said, Blue, I felt it too. No, man, don't co-sign with him. Don't co-sign. Man. DMV said, for my big game food, I smoked the chuck roast for chili, did 30 chicken wings for various sauces, and used the roaster for the rolled chicken tacos, plus salsa, pico de gallo, and spicy crema dipping sauce. Nice. Instead of getting messages like this about instead of getting messages like this about a Masterbuilt 560 gravity fed smoker, Leonard says Dash is spit facts about the California. Yeah, man. Look, listen. No limits. No, it limits you after a few. Okay, but we pay for the nice weather. Yeah, y'all do. Y'all got earthquakes and like bad pew pew. Y'all got some pew pew limits out there that I can't stand behind. Like for real. I live in a look. I'm telling you, some of my friends in different states call my state a what was I? What was the one person said? Oh, come on, man. The fan is slowed down on my laptop here. That makes me think it's about to crap out. It's sitting at 48%. They said I live in a communist state. That's what like literally they said I live in a communist state. Taylor says I gotta be verbose, my man. Nothing wrong with that, Taylor. Nothing wrong with that. Maybe the first two where I live it was 20 degrees with 45 mile per hour wind and snow yesterday. Wait, it was like the same here. We just didn't have 45 mile per hour wind, but it was snowing. See, Blue. No, man. No, he said happy I wasn't the only one. Yeah, you were on a lonely island, dog. We had 80 degrees last week. This week colder than the snow. Than the snow miser home. Okay, never heard that one before. Come on. I feel like you're about to crap out again. Don't do it. Don't do it. Read some literature. I feel like I'm gonna have to break this video up into parts, and I really didn't want to do that. All right. Grumpus said he smoked a brisket in the rain on Saturday, 43 degrees and windy, for the neighborhood Super Bowl party. He said no more. No more Super Bowl or no more cooking in the rain. Yeah, KB, I'm telling you, all the people down there in Texas, all those people down in Texas, especially Austin, where a lot of Californians are moving to. One, Austin is the best part of Texas. There really is no, well, Austin and San Antonio. I am biased because Austin is my favorite place in Texas. But with that being said, between Austin and San Antonio, anyone from California can get in. Those people who are from Texas and they're like, "Don't California my Texas." Guess what? They can eat a fat one, because you can move into Texas if you want to. The beautiful thing about Texas is the beautiful things in Texas, which are attractive to other people. The problem is when people start going to Texas and try to take the Texas out of Texas, if you understand what I'm saying. After the hail and the rain yesterday, I want a refund. Grandpa says yes for both. All right, so Taylor says, is your laptop overheating? No, it's not overheating. I mean, I don't have a problem with the overheating. It was running, so it was processing, but The problem is I really feel like the program is 2 years old, and it's like a planned obsolescence type thing. Like it'll start crapping out when a new version is available. So sometimes I feel like it intentionally crashes once a new version is available. Leonard just asked, do you have a favorite way of grilling, cooking shrimp? Not really. Actually, I will grill shrimp in a foil packet. I more or less I steam them. I don't I don't like putting shrimp or cooking shrimp directly on the grill. I feel like sometimes you get, you know how you have chicken and the outside can be done but the inside won't be. I find when I steam shrimp, and steam shrimp is probably the best way to have shrimp. Um, it makes the shrimp not turn into rubber, which is something that you can do pretty quickly on a grill. So yeah. Jimmy says, man, people in California have the Second Amendment tattooed on their body. Yeah, but the having the Second Amendment tattooed on their body doesn't mean that the government will allow full Second Amendment rights. Because if that was the case, then there wouldn't be limits on the magazine capacity and the different types of weapons and firearms that are allowed in California. The right to bear arms is a right to bear arms, period. Point blank, period. Uh, Matt Woods says San Marcos is the best city in Texas. I can't say that you know, I can't say that I agree or disagree 100%. I've San Marcos is south of San Antonio, right? Good night. Grumpy says, I'm just one of the beautiful things in Texas. Indeed. Have you seen that beard and those Hawaiian shirts? Definitely agree. For my job, I get people from Texas, Idaho, Kentucky, and all that tell me that my coworkers are welcome and encouraged to move to them. Yeah. Hmm. There's no state tax in Texas, right? And property taxes are high. As you know what? I mean, there's pros and cons for everything. Taylor says, y'all have a nice night. Cheers. Hey, Taylor, all the best to the missus and congrats again. Do something nice for her. She is carrying your child. Laura's back. Oh boy. Hide the kids. Hide your wife. This is not California, the Carolinas. Oh, sorry, Jimmy. Let me go back and read that again. Ah, Jimmy said, man, the people in the Carolinas have the Second Amendment tattooed on their body. That I can stand behind and agree with 100%. Seriously, Jimmy, if there was somewhere that, so San Marcos is in between Austin and San Antonio. I'm like, I knew that I have seen San Marcos before. I just don't remember, like, being, like, posting up at San Marcos. But yeah, it's in between Austin and San Antonio. Yes, Jimmy, you're absolutely correct, and that would be one of the main reasons I would move to North Carolina. Probably would be where I would be. Yeah, just I like my guns, man. I do. Jimmy, did I tell you I got my wear and carry, my concealed? I did. It came through for Maryland. Crazy. First love, I saw you sneak in there. How you doing? He said, I'm late, but yo, Dash, what's up? Well, all right, Dash. It's sleep time. Catch you next week. Yes, sir. Later, chat. We're at 58% on my video here. I think I'm just gonna try to make sure I keep the laptop alive. It probably went to sleep, and when it went to sleep, it crashed. Blue Collar Millennial says, well, good night. I'll see you guys next week. Yeah. Left Mississippi for California in 1987. Now I want to leave California somewhere else. We're paying $5 plus for a gallon of gas. Yeah, man. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. That's crazy. I mean, listen, there are pros and cons that makes quite a few states you have covered now. No, so I have Florida, and actually I need to double check. I have Florida, and from what I understand, Florida could possibly get me Delaware, and with my Maryland, I can petition for Pennsylvania, and because like honestly, and I really need Virginia, so Virginia, Delaware, Pennsylvania, obviously Maryland, um, and I don't think like I won't say there's no way, but DC is difficult, so I don't think I can get that. Excuse me. Leonard says we're still waiting for that bullet train too. Yeah. Guys Construction said good night from Houston, y'all. Well, good night. Thank you so very much for hanging out and popping in. I crashed again. It crashed again. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Let's delete. Man. It crashed again. Damn it. I'm going to try one last time. And if it crashes for a third time, actually, you know what? I'm not going to try in 4K. I'm going to have to dumb it down and put it into 1080p. That's going to be the move. I can probably help South Carolina. Well, that's what's up, Jimmy. I'm trying to think. So, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and I have Florida. I mean, I'll be going up and down the East Coast primarily. So, I'm not in a rush. I'm not pressed. First time catching it live. Hopefully, I can catch the next one. Good night, guys. Well, Leonard, thank you so very much again for hanging out. I do this every Wednesday, primarily every Wednesday, like 95% of the time. Wednesdays, 9 p.m. We start 9 p.m. Eastern time, and I will talk for at least 2 hours, typically, unless I am really, really tired or had way too much to drink in the first hour. Those are the exceptions. So, all right, so let's share this, and we are going to dumb the video down to 1080p, 30 frames a second. Or, yep. I hate that, dumb it down. So maybe I'll dumb it down, and then I will split it up into parts into 4K, so you guys can see it in 4K if you like. All right, so that reduced the file size from 23 gigs to only 9. Let's see if that works. Thank you, Leonard, so very much. Hey, if you have not hit that thumbs up button for me, I'd really appreciate it if you could. No problem. Laura says she's grabbing a snack. I wonder what Laura's snack is going to be. She's like in the wilderness. Oh. You know, Blue Collar Millennial, you still here? Or did you leave? So I'll tell you one thing. Getting older, freaking indigestion. I have so much indigestion, especially after drinking coffee. So that's the indigestion pill there. And like as soon as I start to feel is that leg moves nah. I don't know, Jimmy, what her snack is gonna be, but we're gonna find out in a second. Like a leg of moose. We're gonna see what she considers a snack. Steven, how you been, man? How's everything? Every time I think of Steven, I think of Jacqueline. She be like, "It's so tasty." It was so tasty. FCB says Canada does have strategic reserve of maple syrup. Yes, I can't remember. I don't know if it was Adam Ragusa. It might have been Adam Ragusa. He was talking about the reserve of maple syrup. Like, yeah. D-Dub says you should get that indigestion thing checked. Oh, I know. Trust me, I'm working on it. It's just another one of those things, man. Um, there's just certain foods that give me indigestion. That's just, yeah, it's just one of those things. I actually was at my primary care doctor today, and I'm like, I gotta do something. So changes coming soon. Coming soon. I'm a work. What is it? Work in progress. That's what I am. So baby steps, one thing at a time. Anyway, I'm not perfect. Don't claim to be. Why is there motion on my deck at 11 o'clock? It's annoying. Steven says we're doing great. Just the annoying Sahara dust. So allergies kicking in. What is that? Sahara dust. Never heard of that before. Are you saying you getting dust blowing in from the Sahara Desert? Terry, how you doing? If I didn't say hi, Terry, I missed you earlier. I'm sorry. So we're gonna see if this video renders in 1080p. I really wanted it to be in 4K. I filmed it in 4K. I think the key might be I might have to break it up. So the video is 1 hour and 20 minutes. Should I break this up into like 30-minute sections? No, that's still too much. Like 3 40-minute videos? Thanks, Terry. Straight from the desert. Jeez. That's crazy. Steven never heard. Well, obviously, I'm probably going to say obviously, but I've never heard of that. That's interesting. The Sahara dust. Huh. Grumper said we had Sahara dust blow through Houston a few years back. It was strangest thing to see. Really? What? Now y'all got me looking it up. New tab. Sahara dust 2021. Sahara dust headed to Florida. Let's see. Saharan dust headed to Florida.
Prevents hurricanes. Am I making that up? It just, yes, it kind of chokes off the hurricane season. But in early June, when a lot of this dust typically comes off, this is an annual thing. This is not something new that we just discovered a year ago. This happens all the time. And typically in June, the hurricane season is relatively quiet anyway. They kind of coincide together. But strong winds blow across Mali, Mauritania, and they think that's Saharan dust over to Senegal, Gambia, Cabo Verde, and then right across the Caribbean. You kind of see that video there. And if it coincides, moving overhead when we have a nice sunrise or sunset, you can see it. The vibrant colors of some of that very fine particle dust can come over the state of Florida. 60 million tons of this mineral dust kind of lofts into the atmosphere annually. This is according to NASA. And it creates that massive layer of hot, dusty air that comes across the Atlantic. And it really kind of puts, it squelches the hurricane season at that particular moment. But there are some other things that this dust does. And Russell, I told you one this morning, and you didn't even know about it. So let's talk about this. Well, let's talk about the good part of this, right? The good part of this is it really helps to take some of the organic material and kind of move it.
So obviously you guys can hear, I watch videos at a higher speed, so you probably might be having some difficulty listening and hearing this, but
into the water and stuff like that. Unfortunately, take some of the organic material and kind of move it across, and it kind of settles into the water and stuff like that. Unfortunately, it does near the ground cause some bad air quality if it can get thick enough.
So now I'm looking at a map, right? So I see Africa's off to the west, and I'm seeing the Caribbean islands, and all right, so I see Trinidad and Tobago down here off the coast of South America. So, I mean, that's nuts,
here's
dude.
Something that they're studying right now, and this, by the way, is a live look at that.
I did not. I never knew that. So the Saharan dust, it seems to be like well, I guess that's not Ecuador, not the equator, but lower. So further south, there's more Saharan dust, and this was an oddity for the Saharan dust to actually make it to Miami, and this was last year, 2021. It's crazy. Massive Saharan dust plume coming to Florida. This was August of last year. Wow. All right. Never knew anything about that. Grumpy said the sky looked rusty. FCB says we don't have that in the Northeast. Nope, sure don't. FCB says we'll occasionally get smoke from a big fire out west. Yeah. Jimmy says, I know why slow talking sellers. I hate you. You listen to everything 2x. 1.75, okay? And yes, the slow talking southerners do irritate me. I just not everything. I listen to a lot of things sped up. But like just people who talk slow in general kind of irritate me. It's not just the Southerners. It's not just the Southerners. I live in the South now, man. I'll sneeze my head off. Got to take meds to help me with the sneezing. Jeez. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, obviously, you never heard of it. Grumpy said I speak -1. Let's see. Let's tab Grumpus on fire. Grumpus on fire. The roof. The roof. Alright, so he did turkey.
Hey everybody, I'm Grumpus.
Hey everybody, I'm Grumpus.
Thanks for tuning in to Grumpus on Fire. Well, I got a quick one for you tonight. You know,
quick
when
one.
Thanksgiving's over, what are you going to do with all them leftovers?
I'm telling you, look, this is the
And
difference.
really, how many sliced turkey sandwiches can you eat? So I'm going to show you how I'm going to take a turkey breast, turn it into a delicious turkey salad, and we're going to serve it with a face on a big old piece of toast. So stick around, I'll show you what I'm doing.
So much better. Leftover turkey salad, yeah.
Fresh herbs, I've
Oh.
got a little bit of rosemary left.
Some rosemary, some thyme, some sage.
We're just going to chop these up real fine.
I didn't even have to, like, he didn't have to tell me what it was. I already knew what it was.
Whatever you've got, everything in the bowl.
Everything in the bowl.
Take a few of these rosemary leaves. We don't need all of them. Give it a quick chop.
Man, you doing some real quick chopping at 1.75%. Yeah, buddy. 1.75 times.
That was too bad. We don't need a lot. We got one turkey breast. We're gonna chop it up. I've got a few onions left over. Just want the white part.
Grumpus is cracking up. Jimmy says, oh, I talk much slower than Grumpus. Yeah, you might be right. The cadence of his voice does not sound right at 2%. Yeah, it does. This is 1.75%. So, but here's 2%.
Put that in there.
And I can listen to him at 2. Oh, that chopping. Woo, buddy.
You got a pretty good chop. You're gonna get chunks in it.
I mean, you can hear what he's saying.
And we've got one turkey breast left. This is from our rotisserie turkey we did this year.
All right.
Yeah, I was going to do a video, and after I got editing, it looked just like the chicken video I'd done right before, so I didn't post it.
He took the skin off. What are you doing with the skin? That's got to go in there, too.
Now it's leftovers, which is going to be kind of rubbery, so I won't eat that.
Nah.
All right, looks like our grain. Cut that in half. Our grain's running this way, so we're going to go against the grain. That way it'll make up easier.
Now, if I showed you this video without you seeing Grumpus talking at his normal... Let's see.
He's stringing anybody into it. This is straight out of the refrigerator, so it's a little firm. And it's a few days old, so she's probably drying out just a little bit. Grab this other piece. You can clearly see the grain on that one running this way. So we can do a good chop this way. There you go, make it as chunky or as fine as you want it.
See, I watch everybody speed faster, so it feels off to me when I hear the regular speed. Grumpus after 3 pots of coffee. Sounds like I gotta pee, Grumpus. He's rushing.
There's really no rules when it comes to turkey salad or chicken salad. It's a little drier than I thought it was going to be. It's good.
He says it's a little drier. He's struggling there. Even cutting it fast.
About enough.
He's struggling.
We're gonna add
Tomato.
mayonnaise of your choice. Yes, sir. Just, kind of
Just don't add Miracle
get the
Whip.
texture that you want. I know some people
Gotta
like
be
cranberry
mayo.
and others.
And I see Grumpus. Grumpus got the helmets.
Hold the whole thing together.
He knows what's up.
I'm gonna use that much because that's how much I had.
He put 3 big old globs in there. He said, I'm gonna use that much because that's what I got.
This is Duke's. They'll all play together.
Here we go. So I was just commending you for using Hellman's mayonnaise, and then here you go. You just switch up the Dukes. Grumpus.
There we go. That's kind of the way I like it. Just to hold the shape.
Yeah. FCB said, if I was making YouTube, you wouldn't be able to speed them up. I get the complaint that I speak too quickly. So FCB, you know what's funny? There are folks that I do have to only watch at 1.5 times. One of those people who I don't actually, like, I have to slow down sometimes is Philip DeFranco, and then another guy, car YouTuber, Adam LZ. And then I've also talked about it before where I tell you that I have to slow down. Sometimes I have to slow down folks who speak in a foreign language because the foreign languages or people with accents don't necessarily translate to be speeding up or sped up very well.
The mayonnaise there to kind of offset that dried out breast.
Man, that's a lot of mayo in there, Grumpus.
Let's set that off in this over. I forgot. Almost forgot.
Salt, pepper.
I got some walnuts.
What?
A few walnuts in there. A little crunch to it.
Walnuts in your... See, I'm not a big nut fan, so that definitely doesn't do it for me. Helmets was rebranded as the best food out here.
I love some walnuts.
Oh, as best foods. Oh, okay.
There we go.
That's
You
like
don't like
a...
walnuts? You could add pecans. You should add cashews.
No nuts in your chicken salad.
It's all up to you. No rules when it
Yeah,
comes to
Grumpus said, I
salad.
like my mayo. I see.
Just trying to show you one more way.
That is a lot of mayo, Grumpus.
Sandwich 3 nights in a row.
But then again, you don't have to add mayo to the bread. You got a big old loaf of bread here. Wait, you only got 1 piece of bread. Did I miss you saying you were only
Olive
going?
oil on this. We'll toast both sides.
Or you just gonna have like toast on the side of your?
Got a nice toasted bread. You know what? I got a secret ingredient. You ready? Ooh,
Cranberry. Cranberry sauce.
Cranberry sauce here. We're just gonna right here on our toast.
Let's see. Is that Steven? I don't know where I need to translate it. No. Look, I can, but you know what? See, the thing is, I know and have friends who are Trinidadian, and I understand the accent from Trinidad, so I don't have to worry about that one. It's Asian accents, European accents. Yeah, Asian Europeans. Oh wait, let me see. Catch up. KB said, I wish I could speed up my coworkers and manager. Yeah, man, I already know. Jimmy said, try behind the garage barbecue at 2x. Let's see here. Open a new tab. Behind. G-E-R-A-G-E. Behind the garage barbecue. Alright, so let's pick a... Oh, look, this is the new video. Alright, so we're going to finish Grumpus' video first, and then we'll watch that one. I had a slice of flatbread pizza and 3 big chicken wing chunks. Alright. No, he doesn't. I'm sure he doesn't speak fast enough. Alright, so let's finish Grumpus' video. It's only less than 3 minutes left. He's got the cranberry sauce going on there.
Get some of our freshly made turkey salad. This is open face.
Oh, Grumpus, we need some salt, some pepper in there, man. I guess they're seasoning on the turkey, but I need a little more, and I realize now this is an open face sandwich. I might have missed it because I was talking over it
Green onion
before.
tops.
Oh, some
Got some
green onion.
tomato halves.
Tomato? You just throwing half tomatoes on
I will dive
the...
in. Oh, in case you're wondering, I added a little bit of Uncle Steve's smoke bomb.
All right.
Put these this out there.
I needed something else. So I could just look at it and say it needed something else.
Give this a taste.
Yo, that transition, Grumpus, he pulled it up and then he turned it to the camera. I like that. I like it.
Holy smokes, that turned out better than I expected. Just the right amount of herbs, just the right amount of mayonnaise. Turkey still front and center.
Just the right amount of mayonnaise. Just the right is too much mayonnaise.
The Uncle Steve's smoke bomb I sprinkled on right at the very end was just the perfect touch to set it to the next level. I hope you all give this a shot. It was very, very easy. You saw it. It took about, 15 minutes? I hope everyone had a great holiday. If you like what I did tonight, give me a thumbs up, please. If you haven't subscribed,
I hit the thumbs up for you,
If
Grumpus.
you want to do that. And be sure and share the video with your friends. So thanks for tuning in to Grumpus on
I
Fire.
shared the video. All right. We're going to watch. We're going to watch Craig's video. I'm digging the... All right, so this is 1% so far.
Welcome back to Mardigar's BBQ. New to the channel? Thanks for stopping by. Today we're doing up some salsa wings. That's right, salsa wings. Not the dip in salsa, we're gonna make it awesome dry rub. I'm gonna show you how to take a bunch of different spices, fire it together. We'll get that rub going, toss it on some wings. Hit it up on the Weber Summit Chocolate Grill, so it's cooked to perfection. A real simple one,
There's 1.5.
a tasty one. You ready to do this? Let's go!
There's
Alright, let's toss together my salsa dry rub.
1.75.
I'm gonna go with 2 tablespoons of tomato powder. This stuff is pretty good, it's got a nice taste to it. Been throwing in a couple rubs I've been messing with. You'll see that one more in the future. I'm also going with a teaspoon of garlic powder, teaspoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of dried cilantro, as well as a tablespoon
So those actually aren't powders. Those are granulated.
of
But
parsley. I'm going to go with a teaspoon of red pepper powder. This is not cayenne powder. This does have a little bit of tang to it. Nothing crazy. We're also going to be throwing in some Sucklebuster's Texas gunpowder, the jalapeno powder. I'm going to use up a quarter of a teaspoon in it. We'll get some kosher salt in there. We're going to go with a teaspoon, as well as ground black pepper for a teaspoon. We're going to use...
so just I know I've seen Craig before. He sounds like he's from New York but living down south somewhere now. Didn't he, you guys know?
Use a whack of cumin. A whack is pretty much just a little dash.
A
Do it to
whack.
your taste. Now we got some optional stuff here that we're going to be using in this here. We're going to be using up some
Citric
white
acid.
vinegar powder. I'm going with a teaspoon of this.
Vinegar
Tastes just like vinegar, except for it's dry. It's going to give us a nice tang. We're also going to be using up some citric acid here. This right here, you'll find that stuff on gummy bears. Like those Sour Patch Kids. That's got the tang to it. If you don't go to rub, that's got a tang to it. Like a lemon or a lime. That's guaranteed added in. It's
Sour.
going to give you that little extra pop. You're going to want to use about a little less than a 1/16 of a teaspoon of it because it is pretty strong.
A 1/16 of a teaspoon?
We're also going to be using up some umami powder, which is a flavor enhancer, MSG free.
Space
This
is
made
Rhode
from
Island. Yeah,
shiitake mushrooms.
I
You don't taste
could
mushroom in it.
hear
It just gives whatever
something.
a pop. You can use
Well, you know what? If I slowed it down, I probably could decipher the accent a little
anything.
better.
In rubs, it's
Better.
gonna pop. You'll see it in a few more rubs that I got coming up, as well as this vinegar powder here. I'm working on 3 different buffalo dry rubs.
Rhode Island.
You're gonna have that in there.
The Rhode Island has got the New England and the
We're
New
gonna
York.
get all of
It's
our
just
ingredients, toss it together into a shaker. There you go.
salsa dry rub.
Let's get our wings dusted up.
I said I slowed this back down just so I
salsa
can
dry
hear
rub.
his accent.
Wash the wings down. I'm not using any kind of binder. I'm just gonna go straight on them. Get them
All right.
nice coat.
I feel like Craig is about to make a cardinal sin.
These are like micro mini wings that we got here.
Up.
Flip them over.
He used his left hand to pour the seasoning, and he's using his left hand to touch the wings. Please don't use your left hand to touch the seasoning bottle again. Yeah, definitely vinegar.
And we'll come back and hit them again.
Oh, I think he's using his right hand this time.
Just gonna toss those in the fridge there.
He did. He used his right hand. All right, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
All right, we got the
All right.
Weber Summit fired up.
The Weber
We're gonna
Summit.
do Cortex, coffee full of charcoal and a little chunk of cherry wood. Got our wings here.
Yes.
Some nice color rolling. Just gonna lay it around here. Fire these all the way around. Let's shut that lid down, let them rock and roll for a few. Now bring it back. All right, we're about 10 minutes in. Have a quick peek and a little flip. Starting a little firm here. Nothing big. We'll get these all turned over, and I'll bring it back through.
All right. So far, Mags has a real accent. Lobster. Yeah. Johnny Mags, definitely. Yeah.
All right, let's take another quick peek here.
These from Boston, I
Flip
think,
them in
right?
between. They're looking real good here.
All right. Yeah. See, this is why I use the vortex. It's like hot. It's like high indirect heat. Yo.
I'm gonna get the rest of this flipped over. I'll let it run
The vortex,
5 to 6
phenomenal.
minutes. If that, we'll meet you back when we plate them up.
And it doesn't take very long. The wings look good, man. I'm gonna have to leave him a like too. Very good, dude. Very, very nice. Awesome cook, sir. We watched. Who was it? Was it Jimmy or was it Steven? That said that. Who was it? Oh, it was FCB. Shout out to FCB. $1.75x. All right. So, yeah, man, I watch everything fast. KB said this is like an infinity mirror. I'm watching YouTube of a guy watching YouTube. Yep. FCB said, buddy of mine has the FLIR camera. We were playing around with it one day and watched the heat pour off of the XL Vortex. Was insane. Yeah. Shoot. I mean, I'm digging.
All right, we're back and we got played up. Let's get you in for that little bit of a close up there.
See, now I was gonna say this probably was Craig, but it might be me because I have the.
Look at those wings.
All right, so one little bit of criticism.
That's smelling pop.
Even at, so he's doing like the B-roll showing the wings, but he's moving them around too fast. Because it's a drive-by.
All right, we're back and we are plated up. Let's get you in for that little bit of a close-up there.
So he's moving them too fast, but the camera can't focus on them.
Awesome. We came back. We dusted them up again with that little bit of our salsa dry rub.
But his production is pretty spot on. Nice lighting.
Maybe just that next level.
There we go. Now we're focused. He's got to slow down.
Taste test.
His camera focuses pretty good, but it's like a half a second behind.
That dry rub right there is off the hook.
What I would do, and what I do when I'm moving my camera to do different things, I start the clip when it focuses and not before it focuses. So it looks, I take out that unfocused part.
Flavor. You can actually pick up a little bit of tomato in there. You definitely pick up that jalapeno in it. You get that little tang from that vinegar in there too.
Thumbs up for me, for sure.
That right there is awesome.
All right.
You're gonna give that dry rub a shot? Salsa dry rub. Give it a shot. Your hands stay pretty damn clean. You ain't getting salsa all over them, and it's side different. Thanks for watching.
It is something. You could tell he's up in the Northeast. They say something. Something. S-U-T-T-I-N. Something. Definitely. All right. Oh.
you're right.
No,
Talking smoke.
definitely not that. All right, Craig. All right, Craig. I see you. I see you, Craig. Did good, man. I like that. I like that a lot. All right. Oh, I just said he was understandable at 1.75x. Yes, he is. Jimmy, he's probably still here. Where is Craig tonight? I don't know. Hulk said, I'm on that Black Hennessy. I don't know. All right. I am. We're at 43% on the video at 1080p. So we'll see. Jimmy's like, Laura, I'm right here. I feel bad eating on camera, but I want popcorn, but I don't want to eat in front of you guys. So I'm trying to wait for, like I said, I'm trying to wait for the video to finish rendering, and then I can try to start the upload. Terry said, did they hear my good news? No, what's your good news, Terry? You said, clear view, not, yeah. No clear here. Partially because I'm going to try to make sure this video gets done. I spent so much time trying to get it finished. I want to make sure it finishes. Oh, popcorn and hot sauce. Yeah, buddy. I like popcorn and hot sauce. Sriracha? So what's the good news? What's your rendering on 386, man? I wish. This laptop, I'm not struggling, but it is definitely having a little bit of a hard time. So let's see here. Where can I find? I feel like I don't remember where I can find the specs on Windows 10. And if I crash this right now, I'm gonna be pissed. Because that means I gotta go in and edit this down. I'm ambassador for Char Griller. That's what's up, man. Congratulations. That's what's up. That's a big deal. Let's go to Task Manager. Where is performance? Alright, so I was talking earlier. The laptop I'm using is a HP Omen. It has 64 gigs of RAM, i7 or Intel what was it? Core i7. Solid state 500, I think it's 512 gig solid state drive, and then a terabyte regular hard disk drive. But I actually run an external hard drive, and I do everything that I'm doing on the external hard drive. I probably should save it locally and then export it to the external. I don't know if it would speed up the process. If it does, it probably wouldn't do it that much. But anyway, yeah, and NVIDIA GeForce GTX. I think it's a 1060, 1070. So yeah, they close our local UPS office on Saturday. Oh, stop when I go. Oh, nice. All right, FCB, thank you so very much for hanging out. Really appreciate you. And thanks for talking about Craig's video. It was a treat to go and check out that video. Definitely underrated. It's very, very good production quality there. Very good. Bottleneck at the drive, render local, then transfer. Just my 2 cents. Yeah, Grumpus, I agree. No, and I know better. I'm just being lazy. I know. 386 with the dual floppy drives, 100 meg hard drive, and 16 mega RAM with the it was the shiznit back in the day. Listen, I had a Commodore 64, so I know what you're talking about. I had a Commodore 64. My mom has a picture of me playing on the Commodore 64 when I was a kid. It had to be like Christmas or around Christmas time. I mean, the footy pajamas, the Commodore 64. I vividly remember playing Quart on that computer, and then like having to know the DOS commands to get it to run. Just saying, just saying. All right, we're at 50% here. Like I remember looking at that picture, like joystick in hand, and I knew I was playing keyboard. Yeah, Lauren, I'm lazy when it comes to certain things. Trust me when I tell you. So I cut my teeth on an Atari 400 computer with the basic cartridge. Yeah. Goodness gracious. You had Pong. Oh no, that wasn't the Atari gaming system was different from the Atari computer. Or was it, Grumpus? I had neighbors that had an Atari, and I remember playing Pong on the Atari as a kid. But yeah. Hey, if you're checking in a little later and you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it if you could. The only thing slower was my dot matrix printer. Yep. 9 dots at a time. 9 dots, 1 character. Or no. Actually, that would print 1 line at a time. Yeah. It's 3 dots. 1 line. Laura said, I think that was our first game. Which one? Laura, Pong or Quart? The fan slowed down again, which kind of leads me to believe that it's about to crash, because it should still be working hard to render this file. My college roommates and I had epic battle on the Commodore 64 basketball and football game. They were all the rage until Madden came out. Yeah. KB said I had Pong on our old console black and white TV. Jeez. Atari. Okay, Laura. Yeah. A lot of folks started out with Ataris. I was younger, so my first gaming console was definitely Nintendo. Or if you're Jeff Ricer, he says Nintendo. And I'm like, yo, why does he say Nintendo? Like, yo, it's Nintendo. Everyone knows it's Nintendo. Nintendo. He calls it Nintendo. Your Nintendo 64, Jeff in his accent, Wisconsin accent. And then I looked at it, and it is Ninetendo. I'm like, oh, it does say 9. But it's not pronounced 9. It's pronounced nin. Nin, 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 nin. Not 999. Terry said I had a printer that would make banners and stuff back in the black and white only. Yeah, man, shoot, I remember making banners like with the paper that was all just stuck all together because it had yes, man, the paper that was all connected. Hell yeah, man. Shoot, I remember printing like banners and all types of stuff, like word art back in the day. Man, hell yeah. I'm talking like Windows 90. Windows 95 probably. What was it before Windows 95? What was before Windows 95? Windows 95 was the start, right? like word art, clip art, way back then. Steven says Space Invaders a definite classic. Yeah. Groma says not the 2600 game console. Atari had actual computers, the 400 and 800 models. Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. You probably had a Radio Shack computer too, didn't you? Tractor feed paper. Yep, sure enough, Grumpus. 3.1. Okay, so 3.1 was before 95. All right, I'm like, what was? I thought it was something. Yeah. So, but I definitely remember doing like clip art and stuff like that to make banners out of that paper that was all connected. Yeah, you set the box on the floor and fit it in the printer. Yep. Mario Brothers on the Nintendo. My little cousin was the first person I saw finish that game. No trash 80s. Yeah, he grew up in no trash 80s. I guess he didn't have any Radio Shack computers. Has anyone looked into Windows 11? You know what's funny, Laura? A friend of mine today was asking in our group chat. There's a few of us who are in IT, and he was trying to install a program and an application rather, and it wouldn't install. And we're like, what the hell? Like, and I was in the doctor's office kind of reading messages off my watch, and I'm like, what is he doing? Like, what the hell is he doing? So when I left out of the doctor's office, I tried to read the back messages, and another one of my friends was trying to remote into his computer to help him out. And like the messages were kind of like sporadic and in between. Like I couldn't tell what the hell was going on. So when I left, I was like, all right, let me call him. So I called him, and he didn't answer. So I was like, all right, great. So he called me back a couple minutes later, and he's like, hey, I was on the phone with buddy Roger, and he was like, oh, he said I was in the remote session with Roger, so I was, I didn't answer. So he said he got me straight. He said something about Windows 11 and the program. You know how you used to just download the damn program and the whole thing would sit locally and you would run the executable and everything was there and that was it, right? Well, now a lot of these companies or a lot of applications, they will run an executable to point back to whatever server or wherever that file resides, and they send you the install files that way as opposed to downloading the whole thing from jump. Anyway, when he did that with the Windows 11 computer, it apparently didn't actually put it into like a single folder or a single place. So he said that he had to look in his downloads folder in order to find the executable that he needed to run in order to do all these other things. And he said it was just a whole bunch of hoops to jump through. And I'm like, well, I don't know if that's Windows 11 or if that's the developers of the app that just did something wrong. So we're at 58%, and the laptop is ramping back up. What the fans are. That Windows 3.1, yeah. Ghetto Blaster's like 2 feet long, yeah. It was what? It was camping music. Grumpus' first PC was a 386 with 4K memory and DOS 5.0. Man. I don't know what version of DOS we had, but I vividly remember like Windows, and I'm pretty sure it was 3.1, because it was like 3.1 and then it went to 95, or I know the versions. I used to know the versions, to put it that way. But I remember like having games that I would have to put the disc in, like the floppy, 5.5-inch floppy, and a 3-inch floppy, and having to go to navigate to DOS in order to run them. Yo, crazy. Our desktop support group made us do our own Office 365 update. I was struggling in the routing and switching. I haven't done an application install since the early to mid 2000s. D-Dub, see, my whole thing is I'm a hardware guy, so I like break fix. Yo, give me something I need to take apart, I'm on it. But also with that break fix is definitely the application install portion, and I'm with that part too. Yo, what? Everything's not working? Yo, let's blow it away. Start from scratch. Yo, that's my favorite thing to do. Yo, I blow my laptop away probably once every year or two. And yo, a fresh install Windows, ooh, buddy, talk about a good time, yo. A fresh install Windows, nothing else on it, man, that is the best. So, and I'm rusty when it comes to switching and routing. Like I'm rusty. I mean, I know the OSI 7-layer model because I used to teach it, so that's ingrained in my mind. You know, please do not tell salespeople anything. We got the. I'd have to write it down. I'd have to write it down. But most people, most people go the opposite way. I don't know why I start from the top down. I go from 7 to 1, and most people want to go from 1 to 7. I'm like, if I can memorize it 7 to 1 and write it down 7 to 1, then I can write it. I can regurgitate it back 1 to 7. So, but again, it's been a long time since I've done a whole bunch of talking about switching and routing. All right, Grumpus, thank you. Grumpus said it was Windows 3.0, 3.1, 3.11, then 95. I know, I'm pretty sure we had a Windows 3 or like a 3.0 or 3.1 in there before 95, but I know I had 95 too. Oh. Used to have DOS batch files just to get hardware and Windows started. Grumpus, you know what's crazy? I still have batch files. I'm gonna say I use them often, but I have batch files that, I was like tickled pink that I remembered how to like do different things and run different things. Like I was telling my wife the other day, she had a problem with an Excel file or it was a CSV file. And I was like, man, if you could just import that text, and I was like, man, I could run a batch file against it to just remove this and that. And I was like, man, boom. I had a batch file, so let me date myself in a second here. D-Dub said, I live my life on layer 3. Please do not tell salespeople anything. See, I have to write it down. Please do not tell sales all right, so we got the application, the presentation, session, transport, network, D. No. The please is presentation. Shoot. Layer 2 is physical. What is the D? D. Display. Display layer? Distribution layer? Distribution. How'd I do? So we got application. Oh shoot, I need to plug my phone in. It's dying here. Hold on, let me go get my my plug so I can plug the phone in. I don't have a cord right here handy. I'll be right back. Oh, wait. Nope, that's not the right one. All right, hold on 1 second. You can tell me how I did on my OSI 7-layer regurgitation, if you will. And I grabbed my popcorn too. Since I'm gonna be up for a while trying to get this damn video to render and do what I need it to do. Put this in. Alright, so let's talk some more. Alright, so let's see. D-Dub says, alright, so D-Dub, so let's see. Layer 1 is going to be application, physical, session, transport, network, distribution and presentation. Did I do that right? Grandpa says I use batch files for my backups. So I cheat. I have a backup program. Grumpus is great. It's called SyncBack. I have been using it for years. SYNCBACK, and it's SyncBack free. When I say it runs, you set it up, and you can set it and forget it, where it'll back up everything every single night. Grumpus said, Laura, I refuse to upgrade a perfectly good computer just to run Windows 11. It's a Grumpus Microsoft thing. Oh, agreed. What usually ends up happening for me and how I learn a new OS is my mom buys a new computer, and then I am inevitably her support. Yeah, it's a GUI, Grumpus, network, FTP, everything. Like I said, I've been using it for years, and it works very well. Very well. Very much set it and forget it. And you can use it for synchronization. You can use it for backup, like differentiation. Oh. D-Dub said layer 3 connectivity is when I tell the app guys to go check their program. Yeah. But how'd I do? I mean, it's been years. Like I said, I used to teach this stuff. Presentation, well, again, so if I'm going 1 to 7, application, physical, session, transport, network, distribution, and presentation. I think the D. I don't know why. Oh, Laura, you must have missed it. Taste Tester number 1 made me popcorn. He felt bad about him making noise washing the dishes or doing the dishes. CPU or crack cleaner. I like crack cleaner. I've used it in the past. It works pretty well. Now, is it CPU or is it crack cleaner? But I have used crack cleaner in the past. If it's crack cleaner you're talking about, Terry. Oh, crud. Never used crud cleaner. I used an app or a program called Crack Cleaner. Well, we're at 73% on my video render here. Thanks, Laura. It is actually really good. Laura says I have a new laptop, but I want to see how 11 is before I download it. You can probably go out to YouTube, Laura, and look at folks using it, or like training videos on how to use Windows 11. That would probably give you a decent, way to do it too. Grumman said Windows 11 just might be the push I need to start using Linux again. Yeah. Really? Data link. What else did you say? Oh, distro. So I have them backwards. Alligators. So I had it backwards. Data link. There we go. know, mind you, it's been 2022. It's been like 10 years since I taught computer stuff. No problem, Laura. I'm here, full of good ideas. Thanks, D-Dub. I was getting ready to look it up. So I thought I was going 7-1, but I'm going 1-7. 78% on the video. For those of you guys who are still here and wondering, all 12 of you. So who is still here? D-Dub's here. Grumps is here. Jimmy, you still awake? Laura's here. There was a 13th person that was here for a moment. I need to open up and give myself a thumbs up. Jimmy said he's alive. Rumps is present. Terry's here. Laura's here. She's here twice. I'm gonna get in here. Steven is here. He said present and accounted for. Nice. She's here twice. All right. T-Dub says working for the same company. I don't have to apply all this several layers on a daily basis. Yeah. I completely understand. And that's my thing. I haven't applied the 7 layers in quite a long time. I'm doing good to remember the acronym. Or what are those things called? The things that make you remember something? Funny, I can't remember the thing that's used to remember things. The mnemonic. That's what it is. The mnemonic. You can pin messages to the top of the live. Okay. I don't need to pin anything. Mnemonic. Yes, there we go. So 15 folks on the live. Almost 50 likes. If you have not given a like to the video, excuse me, I'd greatly appreciate it if you could. 48. Oh boy, excuse me. I'm just gonna say thank you, Steven. I feel like that might have been Steven. Or maybe not. Alright, let's go back to the video and see where I am with the render. 80%. We might actually finish this in 1080p. I mean, it is 1 hour and 20 minutes long. 1 hour 20. Terry says bass strings AEDG. Always eat dead grasshoppers. I can't remember the mnemonic that I remember for that, because when taste tester number 1 was learning, I learned one. D-Dub said, sad to say it, but I'm really just an email and paper pusher now, yeah? Thanks, Steven. I appreciate you, man. Really, I do. D-Dub, shoot, I know how that goes. All I do is metrics, Excel. I excel at Excel for sure. I'm an Excel power user. All right, so we're 82%. The fan has ramped down again. So on YouTube, I show 50. On my phone, I show 49. Steven's funny. Hey, Laura. Hey, long time no see. Yep. So Grumpus says, so you render in 4K and upload to UK in 1080p? No. Grumpus, so when I tried to render it in 4K, it crashed on me twice. So I'm not going to do that more than 2 times. So now I'm rendering the video in 1080p and going to upload in 1080p. If it rendered fully in 4K, then I would upload in 4K. The file size, the difference in the 4K video, 23 gigs versus the 1080p video file size is like 8.5, almost 9 gigs. Wild Blue Creation says I will switch to Steven. Oh, look at that. Now I see 51 on the video and 50 on my thing here. Wild Blue Creations. What is that? All right. Just like, you know, she doesn't have anything there. It's okay. You guys are so funny with your multiple channels and stuff. Like, how y'all keep all that stuff straight? Laura, is your middle name Blue? I swear it is. We got Cypress Blue. We got Wild Blue Creation. It's probably Laura Blue. Let me get back to the video. 83%. And it's ramped down again. Three-hour live stream. Those of you guys who are watching this back, you know, hopefully you have some popcorn at this point. If you do have some popcorn, comment popcorn down below. If you don't have popcorn, comment I should have got popcorn. Laura said I like to order things on that other channel. Might even show hunting and fishing. Okay. I like to do other things on that other channel. Okay. Grandma says she's in Canada where everything is blue. Eh? Laura says I should be. Yeah. That next account has new content. Yeah. There's his Cheetos. Huh. So sorry this move is taking so long, Laura. We're hovering at 83% for this render. I needed to come on. I do etching with the Dremel diamond point, bitch. I gotta stop looking at it. A watch pot never boils. All right, Stevens has got to go, guys. 1 a.m. here, and 5 a.m. is right around the corner. Huh. Hope y'all having a great rest of the week, upcoming weekend. See y'all next Wednesday. Yes, sir. Thank you, Stephen, for hanging out. Really appreciate you. So, all right, Laura. Looking forward to those emails. Still holding at 83%. Oh man, this is not good. Not boding well. Laura says she wants to do wood burning. So, Mrs. Dash and I were in, it was either Sam's or Costco, and we saw a wood burning kit. And, you know, she was like, oh, this looks cool. So she got the wood burning kit. And I think she used the tools and tips. Oh, it's at 84%. Woohoo, we got movement from that wood burning kit to do other things aside from wood burning. No. I can't remember what we've used it for, but we've never actually, at least I don't think she's done the wood burning. She may have done something. Well, like, I know a guy who has access to rounds where I could, like, cut up a round and give her a round to do some wood burning on. But yeah. 84%. Okay. Laura says, I want to make easy wood cutting boards before I get into major cutting boards. Yeah. Laura's funny. Or Grumps is funny. Laura's talking about wood burning. Grumps said, me too, Laura. I cook brisket on it. Yep. Y'all are too funny. Oh boy, oh boy. Come on, it's midnight. And I need to get up tomorrow at 5:30. I need this video to finish rendering. I'm needy tonight, aren't I? I need to look away. Where is... Oh. I'm looking to get back to another Grumpus video. But no. This is a good one. Tom Horseman. Tom is funny. Hey, this is that.
We're cooking on the air fryer again. Today we're cooking on a different air fryer, the Joy House.
So Tom is one who speaks pretty quickly. So
sorry, but just another one in the arsenal here.
I can slow him down and be okay. Jimmy says he's leaving us. Okay, Laura, that's fine. Thanks, Jimmy, for hanging out. Really appreciate you. I've used wood burning iron for plastic welding. Okay.
Pizzas, frozen pizzas. Oh man, they are so good. And today they got something new. It's called loaded rolls. This is the Supreme.
You too, Jimmy.
It's got a little bit of everything in there, but it's snacky. But it's also air fryer friendly. Look at that. Yeah, free air fryer, 400 degrees. I'll tell you what, it's gonna be delicious. Let's get them out of the package.
He's making some Supreme loaded rolls, right? So screaming Sicilian pizza. They look like pizza rolls. On the back of the package, they give you a cutout to have an Italian mustache.
These call for preheating the air fryer. So you go to the preheat function. It looks like it's 3 minutes, so then you just press start. And away you go. We'll preheat it, and then we're gonna put them on for 400. This air fryer does go 400. 8 to 10 minutes. It doesn't even look like we're turning them at all. So it's gonna be good. Right, preheat's done.
They're on there. Let's, they are frozen. I'm putting them on frozen. Doesn't say you have to thaw them. So we're just going to start up here. We're going to adjust the temp, 400. Then we're going to go to the time and hit the minus button there. Or maybe we won't hit the minus button. There you go. So it says 8 to 10. I'm going to do a solid 9. And let's give it a roll, folks. I'll leave the link down below to a review I did on this. It's not a bad air fryer. And like I said, it's a lot like the Casori. I like the Casori brand too. But the dry house does just fine. All right, 9 minutes. Man, with that, I think we're done.
They
Oh, yeah.
actually look pretty good.
All right,
I would
they
have
say-
turned them
check to
though.
say make sure the 165 internal, but I'm going to say the 165 internal. Let's take a taste of that, shall we? I'll right back to that. I'll cool off for a minute. All right, let's give it a shot. You know, I was looking in the box here to
Those
see.
things look
who makes these
molten.
things. And I really can't. All I could find is, you know, I'm from Wisconsin, in Wisconsin right now, is that very small print there. I don't know if you can see that. Distributor, Clemmerville, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Hey, I like that, but it doesn't say who makes it, so I'm assuming they make it. But let's try one, shall we?
Those things look molten. Be careful, Tom.
All right, that's worth trying again. I like that a lot. So, get a shot here, folks. Spring-loaded rolls, they have just pepperoni ones. I think they maybe just have cheese ones, too. But they are...
I'm telling him I was worried you were going to burn yourself. U-N-G-E tongue. I was worried he was going to burn his tongue. Very quick and easy. What else is here to watch? Da-da-da-da. Level 1 Craig makes the chocolate dessert. Ricky, I think that was. Tell us it's a chocolate bar. Any more cooking videos? Car stuff, car stuff, car stuff, car stuff, pew pew stuff, pew pew stuff, motorcycle racing. Car stuff, car stuff, car stuff. There's a big loop video. That's kind of long. It's like 20 some odd minutes. Let's see here. 85%. We have movement still, but it is definitely slowed down. All right, guys. I'm not going to belabor the point any longer. I'm going to watch a couple pew pew things before I go to sleep here, and make sure that my video actually finishes rendering. So thank you guys so very much as always for hanging out and joining me on a Wednesday. Greatly appreciate it. So all right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and say good night. I am going to go ahead and end this, and thank you, Laura. I'm going to go ahead and end this and watch something here or there in order to try and pass the time. Oh, look, chicken wings 2 ways. Let's watch that real quick with Steven.
Hey guys, welcome to Cooking with Steven and Tuckman. Today we're going to do 2 styles of barbecue chicken. So let's sit back and enjoy the ride.
I can understand. So I'm gonna watch this. You guys have a great rest of the evening.
Here's our ingredients.
You will need
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and watch that while I'm waiting for this to render. All right, Terry, thank you very much. Laura, thank you very much for hanging out. Really appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully this video will render. If you see the video tomorrow, you know I got it done. Just know I'm burning the midnight oil, literally, in order to try to get this up for you guys later today. All right, thanks again. I'll see y'all next week.